something like that, somebody I care for and love, I will do absolutely anything for, including going beyond extreme and breaking every moral compass to make sure they're taken care of, make sure they're good. But like I said, that goes to the standpoint. Like, I never could understand cheating until it was flipped around on me, and I was the one who cheated. Like I said, and I eat that every fucking time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Join the Ray Podcast. Today we have with us InkieCrow. We're continuing that conversation from last time, talking about a little bit of relationships and like being in and some of the dumb shit we've done and some of the funny shit we've done. And today we added on to us the birthday twin. That guy, that high energy hype man when he's on stream. Panda plays too much.
Sometimes you lose some, sometimes fuck! What the fuck is that?
Doing great, brother. Doing great. How we doing? How we doing, boy?
I'm doing fucking good, man.
God.
Was a good masochist this morning. Destroyed myself in the gym. Ran / walked Apollo. Yeah, the temple. Ran / walked Apollo. I was like, man, I'm tired. I
feel you. Long night and then early morning, you know, productive. I feel
you
it.
guys had nights and mornings?
Fuck. Of course, man. Sometimes they blend. Sometimes they blend together. Because when you go to bed and the sun's out, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, man.
I've been there.
I got 8 hours. It took 4 days, but I got 8 hours.
It took 4 days, bro. Me and Raider, we went to sleep at what? Well, I ended up leaving at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I know he probably stayed up. So
I was still up working and riding. So yeah, it is what it is, man. It's a good time. Good time. Last go around, me and Crow were talking about some of the past relationships, some of the things, people looking at them like they're like mistakes or worst times ever, and I was like, no, they have good points in them. I'm not romanticizing them. I'm not saying, you know, hey, they're I want that back. It's just there's pieces of it because you made the choice, you made the conscious choice to build the person, even if you saw the red flags or not, and you had you had good moments. Yes, some shit moments happen, obviously, since you're not together anymore. But, you know, we're not focused on the shit moments anymore because everybody keeps saying, like, it started this whole thing is like, everybody says, the guy or woman saying, why can't I ever find what I really want? You know, we've seen it plenty of times. Panda, you're in a really good relationship, have kiddos, everything like that.
Oh, I've gone through my fair before. I had to deal with a little bit before I got to where I got to now.
What?
So
I can't believe you, young buck ass, and just start cutting through the toilet paper.
Yeah, man. Like I've done, like most of my relationships have been long-term relationships. I think the shortest relationship for me was probably in high school, and that was it.
Yeah,
everything else has been long-term.
You still have the ability to talk to some of them, right? Almost every long-term is crash out or not. Most of them.
Yeah.
I'll preface that. None of mine are like that.
I had the capacity to talk to maybe 3 of them still. I just choose not to because, you know, like I said last time, they're moved on. They're happy. They're taking care of their relationship. They have great successful relationships now. And then, you know, it's a good thing for them. Like, I don't hate them or anything like that. I think the one that came the closest to hating actually was the ex-wife, and that was just a lot of fuck shit. A lot of fuck shit happened, man.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, and it took me time to get over that. It took me time to actually accept the fact that, you know what, it's because of my absence, which wasn't in my control, because, you know, military. It's because of my absence, and some people don't realize that if you want to be a woman to their wife or whatever, to a military guy that might leave trainings, deployments, everything like that, and then, you know, even like when it comes to duties, like you get pulled on duty randomly sometimes, they get upset because like, well, why you? And they don't understand, like, well, I signed the dotted fucking line.
Responsibility.
I signed that line before I even met you, so it's a responsibility. It's what I chose to do, and guess what? I look at them like all the time, like, look, Treat the military members, like we're fucking slaves. Okay, the moment they tell you we fucking gotta go, we gotta fucking
go.
go. We don't get no fucking choice. Guess what? We can say no, and you know what happens then? So what?
Hey,
It's
but
worse.
Article
So
15,
you like
get written up. You're on the
living here.
radar.
You like living here, and not struggling for bill money sometimes.
Man,
So,
come on now.
Yeah, that 90-day like pay cut just ain't worth it. Ain't worth it for me.
No, hell no. No, been there. I know how that goes. I had to learn the hard way, but
I was on 45 restriction before.
I was on 45 too. I was on 45 too.
I wasn't. I was looking at 5 to 10 a couple times, you know.
Good thing about me is that when I started my 45 though, I started my 45 in the field, so we had about like 2 weeks in the field, so I really didn't. It was like 14 days off because that didn't make me do anything. But after we got back to garrison on
extra duty,
it was real. But my commander actually, he looked out and made sure I did, like, my 45 did start in the field, because it was something that it was my fault, but still out of my control. And he looked out because I was one of the good soldiers. I was a fueler and I was doing everything I had to do, right? So he looked out. But at the end of the day, man, 45, they took my rank away, $1,300 out of my paycheck. Go fuck yourself, Panda. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the thing is, everybody's like, oh yeah, it'll be like next paycheck. So no, man, that's instantaneous. So what? And you know what,
bro? Uncle Sam,
you don't play with that shit. It's like, why is it, man? So you ever wonder, like, why, like, I look for you all the times in the military. It's 7 points. Like, if you ever had like anything over what you made before, it's scary.
It's
super
scary.
It terrified me. When I got out of the military, I saw my paycheck was more than it was. I freaked the fuck out.
Man,
I was like, oh, $2,000. No. I called HR, I called payroll, everything like that. I was like, hey, did y'all know that y'all didn't say, oh no, it's okay. It was done on purpose. Are you sure you're not going to take it back?
Ripple shirt.
No. So, can I get that in writing? What?
Right.
What? Can I get that right?
Yeah,
exactly. 100%.
Why am I actually getting paid now? I
Man,
don't understand that.
Been there.
Also, one of the most leading things is, motorcycle wrecks, because everyone sees that paycheck, immediately goes by motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Car, motorcycle, bro, the most expensive thing. Don't even know, like, oh, it's my lucky day. No, motherfucker, wait 2 more weeks. They're going to take that plus tax. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my favorite was watching them all go to the fucking bar and strip club and waste fucking
the strip. That was a lot.
So I have a new girlfriend. Sure you do, buddy.
I'm just like, man, I know you got free paycheck right now because you just got back from deployment, but do you ever think, before we went on deployment, you were living paycheck to paycheck? Wouldn't it be nice if you're not? Like, yeah, but I want to have fun. You're going to have fun. Like, pull out some money, just take that, leave your card at home. Don't take shit before the pay the tap shit, so you couldn't do that either.
Yeah, I remember actually, for sure.
So they like, yeah, I can do that, and then all of a sudden, like next week, they're like, yeah, man, I'm broke. How the fuck you spend $10,000 on a fucking weekend like that? And
it's possible.
Just got back.
They can't wait for that, man. Hey, when living paycheck to paycheck, especially for the young soldiers coming in, that they don't, they're coming straight into the military, maybe living from with their parents. Now they're on their own. They haven't seen big money like that. They especially go on deployment. They come back 10 G's, 15 G's in their pocket. They don't have any guidance, any financial guidance on what to save or invest or anything, bro. They're not like that, bro.
Do any kind of saving or availability of what programs they could use to save up more.
I was well off because, like I said, I had Senior Chief Pritchett, had Chief Rutland, Tuna Cow. They were on our asses 24/7 about, hey, what y'all doing this weekend? It's like, oh, I'm just gonna go out for a little bit. It's like, cool. Like, pull out $150. Yep, use that for the whole weekend. So what? Just use that for the whole weekend. So you live already day to day. You know how to eat every day. It's like, for the weekend, you want to treat yourself.
Allowance.
And they didn't do it like that. He said, just think about this.
I lived in the DFAC, bro. I didn't even pay for food, bro. I lived in. I lived in that DFAC.
So I lost that DFAC privileges there, sir.
Well, I know
I got the BS though. I got BS though. It was a good time though. I was like, look, because I didn't know I was getting BAS. Then I was like, I looked at that first paycheck after the marriage certificate went through, and S1 and everything like that. I was like, yeah. I was like, why do I have extra money? This is like an extra 300 too. I looked it up, pulled the blog, looked at my pay stub, and saw where it was. Like, oh, okay, makes sense now. I went to the chow hall once, and they're like, "All right, cool, meal card." From meal card, like, no, can't use it. So you gotta pay. It's like,
You gotta pay.
huh?
Yep.
Like, yeah. It's like, why? It's like, they looked at my hand like, "You're married, so yeah, you get BS." Oh, thanks, man. I did not know. I did not know. Well,
oh, that's how you found out. Oh, fuck. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got you. Oh, they'll tell you the job. They'll tell you, bro.
Instantly, they don't give a fuck. They'll say it out loud, embarrass the fuck out of you too.
Come on, bro. I'm just trying to eat. Come on now.
Yeah, it's like, man, look, man, just give me like a biscuit or something, man. Just give me a biscuit. It's like you
You
know you're gonna
good
throw
to go
that
out.
shit out anyways because nobody's gonna eat
All the
everything.
time.
Just give me a biscuit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a good time, good time. So, me and Crow said some things about our stuff. How about you? What is one relationship that you can pull things from, and you actually like? You're like, it was a good time. I know it's in the past. I'm not wanting it back, but you like, it was a good time. I have fond memories and stuff like that. You don't got to mention the name. Just like, give us a scenario. So
right. So, for me, I'm the complete opposite. I've only had 2 long term, and the one I'm in now is my second long term. Let me say that, right? My first long term was more of a high school sweetheart type of thing. But then again, I was a completely different total person than I am now. I'm a little bit more firm. I stand on my boundaries. What is right is right. And what I say, I stand on what I say, right? Back then, I was more of a, what we call in today's day and age, a simp. I was putting all sorts of my priorities, all sorts of my financial shit. Everything was devoted to that one person. Family was second, third, fourth, and then that person was I'm 16, 17 years old, and then I go into the military at 17, living with my mom. I was raised by my mom my whole life, so no real father figure there to be like, yo, X, Y, and Z. So I learned it out the hard way. Long distance is a bitch. It's like how you said it in the beginning. You sign up for something, but when you sign up for something, your spouse or your loved one or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, if you're a woman, whatever. They don't really get the gist of it, right? When you have to do these things, or you have long. I was in a very rural duty station, infantry, where I'm in the field 2 weeks every single month, 1 month. 1 month, 2 times a year, so it's like a lot of times where I don't have my phone or I can't communicate. The shift was up and down. My shift was up and down. I let a lot of my boundaries, didn't give up. Like, I did have boundaries, but if it was for that person, I will let that boundaries go. I'm like, oh no, it's for you, it's for this and that. So I learned it. I do give thanks, because everything I've learned in relationship wise, I've done it by myself. I didn't have that that guidance, or maybe you should do it like this, maybe you should do it like that. I do have friends, but like at the end of the day, you make your own decision as a human being, as a man growing up. It wasn't a great relationship, but like I said, I'm glad I did go through that. It actually flourished me to be who I am now in my current relationship with my wife. She was in Puerto Rico. I'm all the way in the States, right? So it's one of those things that it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good experience. But I take everything that is either good or bad, and I take I nitpick what I can use to not make either the same mistake going on, or just to value myself and respect myself, man. At the end of the day, I did a lot of things that diminished the respect and value towards myself within that relationship. Obviously, being a lot younger, being naive, and things of that sort. Then it was probably like 5 years, that long term that I did, from like my last year of high school going into like the first 2-3 years of the military, that when I joined the army. First duty station was fucking South Korea. So I mean, we're talking about 18 hours. I didn't really get to
You didn't go hang
enjoy.
around?
Like my last 2 months, I did my own thing. Yeah, for the first like 10 months, I'm still attached, bro. I'm still tangled up. I'm still trying to do the good thing. It's not really being reciprocated to me, but I'm doing everything in my power. So yeah, no, I for the good 2 or 3 years of my military career, it was all I was all devoted to that. Once that finished, and I was like, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna do my own thing, and I did my own thing. Oh my lord.
You're good, man.
So was it when your devotion was betrayed that you started bucking around and having fun, or?
Yeah. So basically, it was one of those things where she ended up cheating on me. I learned, like, to be in depth will be, she got pregnant, right? So it's like, how further can you go? And it wasn't by me. So I just learned a couple of things where I even told myself, man, I'm not going to continue to do, or I'm not going to be that same person in a relationship to the point where like I didn't want to be in a relationship. So that's why I say long terms only two, and everything after the first one was I'm a fuck around. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. Don't call me back. Or I'm doing my own thing. I was invested in my military career. I did a lot of great things when I was in the military. A lot of great schools. They pushed me. I did my thing. I wasn't lazy. I did everything that I had to do. And once I put myself first, everything started to flourish, man. I lived my life in the gym. I fucking two times a day, man. I was doing everything I had to do. I was being one of the super soldiers, man. And then a couple of years down, I met my who is my wife now, right? So didn't think anything in the beginning, but everything aligned perfectly. We're from the same place. Met her across the country in Washington State, where I was stationed at JBLM, Joint Base Lewis McChord. It just aligned up. She brought up everything that I wanted within what I looked for. I have like a list of what I look for. Let me say, like, respect me, don't embarrass me, be able to have a communication, don't speak out loud out of your emotions. I mean, at the end of the day, females are females, and I get it, right? But as long as you are cordial enough to have a conversation with your significant other,
something important, yeah.
if it's, of course, I'm always willing to listen, but like don't act out of the spur of the moment, because I'm not that type of person, and I will either address it, or if it's just too much, I had no problem detaching myself. I was one of those. I was emotionless. I was cold. I didn't care, right? And not to say maybe like for the it was good and a bad, but then coming down and having somebody that holds you down and respects all those values and boundaries that you bring as a man to the particular relationship helped me to be like, okay, you hold me down. I can do this, and a couple of years. What are we? We're about to be 7 years in deep, living life, man.
What was the
great.
first sign of you talking with your now wife that you were like, this is going somewhere. I fucked up. Like, I'm going hard in love in this one.
She made sure I was either present or prioritized in everything that she did, basically.
So she invited you to everything, like
invited me to everything.
You were the number one coming in.
Yes. And like, and maybe she, I don't know, because she had her friends too, right? She would be like, oh, is it okay if maybe I do this or I do that? Never wore anything I can't even say that.
We got you, homie.
Or even if it was maybe a little slight, and she would even ask me like, is this okay? Is this good? Just the little things as a man that I love. I love, and till this day, nice. till this day, it's since day one till today, until forever we go. It's never been diminished. I've never seen it go lower. I've never seen the love go, like, it's me, and I'm very she makes sure that I am very important in her decision making and everything that happens in her life, and that I've never had that. I've women come and go in my experience. So to have that, and knowing that she's a great mother, well, I look at two things that are very important to me. How do you treat me and don't embarrass me, and how you are as a mother, how you're going to raise our kids. And 2 check marks. I loved it.
So
look at this guy over here. She gave you healthy relationships.
I know,
right. Not everything is perfect. We still got things, not everything is perfect.
Just rub our nose in his hands, like, that's fucking basically what we fucking just asked for. It's like, yeah, that's just it, and then okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for that, I like that. I'm glad you have that, man. Like, I've talked to her a couple times, you know that, and she's a fucking fantastic person. She's an Army veteran herself, and she'll,
yes, she is.
Good old times, so we can actually talk shit a little bit here and there. So it's one of those things of.
You think that's what led to the better understanding of each other?
I never had something like that in my life, right? So when you have something like where I can be understood. Listen, when I first met her, I was the hard-headed. She had to put me in check to where, like, yo, do you want this?
I am so surprised.
But
probably had to put like cement blocks on his fucking feet to keep him from bouncing around off the wall.
It took me a lot to understand that what you want as a man in a relationship, you look for it long term and what it's going to bring you to your future, not something that's lust, and not something that is, bro, lust. Seriously, it was an easy game for me, man. It could have been anybody I wanted, right? But now it got to the point as I got older, I ask myself these questions. Do I want a family? The answer is yes. Do I want somebody that's going to love my family and hold it down and do the right things, not embarrass me, don't be neglecting stuff. Checked all the boxes, right? So once I understand that, I'm like, okay, I have to.
You're fine, brother. Hey, little man's just trying to say, hey, yo, you talking. So I'm trying to get your attention.
We having conversations?
Said we having man talk here. I'm trying to be a part of this talk.
Once I figured out that that's everything that I wanted in the long term, because in the long term is what I'm gonna fruit. Man, temptation and lust is a very real thing, especially for men.
Amen.
Once you can at least control it a bit to where you know what's important, that's what's important to me. A little bit of fun for a weekend is not going to fulfill me. I know that I understand the man that I am. Maybe when I was younger, yeah, right, but I know what I want. So having that, it drives me because I know now I get to see my kids grow. Now I can be with my kids. Now I can show them maybe something that was absent in my life. I can be there for them. A home to be, and then nothing, bro. I don't even have an urge to go out. I used to like to go to the bars. I used to like to go out. I'm very extroverted. I'm very social. I've talked to everybody, right?
I never would fucking ever guess that in my entire life.
It is, right?
Was on the bingo card.
Now I rather, man, if I'm gonna drink, I'll give me a bottle. I stay home. I'm with my kids. I'm with my wife. I'm right here, and that's all that's important to me. I don't give her a headache. She don't have to worry what I'm doing or what I'm not doing.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I don't ever
give that woman a headache. You are lying at your devil ass right
I was about to say, man. I've seen.
I'm hard-headed, man. I'm hard-headed. You know, she deals with a lot. I respect her for dealing with somebody that is like me. I am no easy person to deal with at no means necessary, but she holds it down. So I gotta give her something back, you know.
So I've seen the look that she gives you sometimes, especially when you're streaming and shit like that, and you're having a couple drinks, and I see it. I'm like, he's gonna have a long talk after stream's over. He's gonna have a long talk.
Sometimes she's not. Well, she's not. She's no stranger to this.
Doorway, just looking at it.
Well, in the beginning, because I used to bash on her a little bit because she back in like 2019, 2020, she's big on TikTok. She's very big. She has 300,000 followers on TikTok, and at this point, 2019, 2020, I am in no realm of me streaming or I think this is dumb and like I didn't support her. I'm like. There would be times I would walk out, I would go to the gym, 2 people would come up to me and be like, yo, where's your girlfriend at? I'm like, who are you? Like,
who are you people?
I don't know you at all. Like, what is this? Like, oh, she is.
Are we trying to fight? I don't know if I need to hurt you.
You know, it would be girls. It would be girls that come up to me. Oh, where's your wife? I'm not your wife. Where's your girlfriend? You know, she's big and this is Natalie. This is that. I'm like, wow. Like in my head, I'm like, you got to be doing something really great, right? And I don't have that full understanding that I have now because now I stream. So it goes to that. She doesn't really do it anymore. Her life is very busy. She works, she comes back, does the mom thing, right? So I do want her to go back into that. But fast forwarding, she still has a little understanding on how it goes and how I may be approached and whatnot. And maybe in the beginning when I did start streaming, it was kind of like a reality check for her because
you have to play that popularity. You know, everyone gets attention, and everyone's going to give you attention.
Exactly. And I've had multiple conversations to where we're a little on the same playing field now, so it's a little bit more respected. And I always let her know, like I'm not going to not speak, or I'm not going to do this 50%. I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to be me, how I am when I go on live. That's what she gets when I get off of my stream. Like, you don't understand?
Yeah.
Exactly, so, man.
It's if I act how I am while I am streaming because this is how I am and I attract people's attention to come in and want to see me, I'm going to pay that attention. Doesn't mean that I'm going full beyond that because that's not what I'm doing. I do this for because I like it. I like to play games and it's a venture where I know I can progress to get as high as I can get. And if you allow me to do that, we can both get there together because I know that you already have an understanding based on what you've done with TikTok, and maybe you can help me out. I ask her for ideas on sometimes on what should I do it like this? Should I do it like that?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's another part. Exactly. That's another part where I can be like, okay, like I like that. I can be with somebody that can understand that, give me ideas, feed off each other, and go about our lives like that.
That's a good thing because it goes to like Crow. I know Crow's asked me a couple times like, what do I want? Things like that, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I just want someone who will sit with me, talk to me about things I find interesting, talk something they find interesting, go back and forth so much, and just be able to collaborate those ideas and like meld it into one and kind of build something. I want to build life together. I don't want to just like, oh, you're here and I'm here and we're just here in each other's lives. But you know, it's one of those things. It over frustrates me a lot because like Crow sees like people vying for my attention. Okay. And it's from a standpoint and Jimmy likes to fucking do this all the time. And Crow knows where I'm going with it. It's like, yeah, you're like their fucking black stepdad or daddy now. I was like, fuck no. Can't do
I was like, Care Bear gotta take care of his little chickies.
You're so lucky I can't fucking kick you right now. That's why you said it.
Right, I need 1 second, Raider, and I promise I'm not going to step away again. I need 1 second.
Jeez. No, you don't have to say nothing. Just get up and go. Fuck. We can talk all day long.
Yep.
It's one of those things I always look at it like, what do you want? I want someone who provides me peace, someone who will have conversation with me, open communication, even about the bad fucking shit that goes wrong. Not the whole, like, it's not that big of a deal thing. Like, for me, I do downplay a lot of fucking things. It's like, I don't see it as a severity thing, but I'll still take care of it. Like, I'll still sit there with you. I'll still process with you. If you want a solution, we can provide that. We can sit down, but brainstorm it together. Because my solutions tend to be a little bit more extreme at times. But I like to.
Well-worded. So surprising.
But for me, it's like, you know, if you don't want this to happen again, fucking do it. That way you don't have to do it fucking again. Like either boundaries or respect or anything like that. So guess what? Do it one good time like this and maintain that. They'll respect your boundaries, or they'll know, you know what, I'm not gonna bring this to the person or bring this to your significant other all the time. But guess what? It happens because like my past relationships, they're like, yo, this girl over here said she wanted to fuck you, blah 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 blah. It's like, okay, did she? And she's like, what? Well, no. It's like, so obviously I didn't give him attention, right? It's like, no. Why is it an issue? Like I'm doing right, and I told you about it too. So
even then, I do see this side of, just like in a lot of relationships, I think that is the downfall of a lot of relationships, male or female sides, is when you say you don't like that person and the way they act, because a lot of people see it from a different perspective of, they're doing things that I would be doing to you. No, cut that person out. And if you can't, you know, that's your own prerogative. Or if you don't have the voice to fucking say that to the, look at you majestically looking up into the air, man.
That's a pulling Apollo over there.
That distracted me. He was just like, what do you see? Were we mad at the wall?
Yeah. But I get what you're saying, because like I've been in those situations. Everybody's like, oh, you've always been this asshole-ish kind of person. No, I wasn't. So this was developed over time.
Right.
Well, like what it means, like I used to be like complete open door policy for every aspect of everything, and then it was the point of I would give my time, effort, energy, words, and effort to everyone at the time. And then again, joined the military, got fucked up by some chain of command sometimes, got fucked up by some people that are supposed to be close to me. Like, you know, we do the damn thing together all the time and get fucked over by them. Like, all right, cool, whatever. And then, you know, I was like, cool, I can't do this anymore. And then I'd say, cool, and sat down with, again, like I said, Senior Street Pritchett was one of my mentors, and we're from the same area of Texas. So we're East Texas. And and he looked at me one day and said, turn and burn, like randomly. And I just said, I was like, you wrote, you team rope? And he's like, looked at me, he's like, you know what I'm talking about? I was like, yeah, I do. USTRA. He's like, all right. I said, I'll see you this weekend. I said, what do you mean you see me this weekend? And my head's like, I'm fucked. And he's like, no.
That's the horrible time for your shit to freeze, because you were like,
yeah, it happens, man. But, you know, it uploads locally and then it'll be fine. So, yeah.
I know. I'm just being a dickhead.
Yeah, I know you are. But it's one of those things. And we sat down and talked, hung out a little bit. And, like, he's like, yeah, man. And he started talking to me about, like, life in the military, because he was in for, at that point in time, 15 years. And just helped me out a lot with like my thought process and things like that.
It's good that you had that. A lot of people, a
Oh,
lot
absolutely.
of soldiers don't have that.
Absolutely.
That kind of mentor where they can ground you into, especially veteran leaderships. That's a good thing that you did have something
But
like
here's
that.
the difference
A
with
lot of
that.
them can't talk about it anymore. Like
Yeah,
there's so
they
many
can't do the
rules and
things anymore because they'll
regulations
be
that
like,
can't
oh,
give you
no,
advice.
we're gonna get the fucking RO-15 for something we did in the
Mhm.
past because there's no what's the fucking word for like time goes by, you commit a crime, time goes by, and then like it doesn't matter if somebody knows about it or not because it's like fuck,
Not
I forgot what it's called.
dissociation. That's
No,
usually
it's
for
not
all
dissociation. Motherfucker, we do that now.
No, I know the term. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking it up right now.
Fucking A, bro. Fuck.
You're good, man. Don't get frustrated. Just have a good time, man. Just be dad. It's all good. That's what I say. We do it this way.
These ones are actually pretty good. Tastes like blueberry. It tastes more like blueberry than dragon fruit, but it's kind of sweet.
It's called. Nope. 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 Well, that's dumb.
Statute of limitations.
There it is. Thank you. Statute of limitations. There it is.
Just give me a second. I had to find the filing system.
Statute of limitations. So there's no statute of limitations for the military. The moment they fucking find out about it and they can prove it or even slightly prove it. That's the thing about it. They don't understand how the UCMJ fucking works. It's not about fucking what you can prove. It's about can you prove you're not fucking the one who did it.
But even when it starts, you're losing time on work.
You're
losing time on work. Whether you didn't do jack shit or not, one, you have to prove it that you didn't do jack shit. Two, you are losing your time, you're losing money, and now you have that first small write-up, and then they can try and bounce more shit on you later.
Oh, bro, when that happened to me, bro, they went as far back. This was when I was in JBLM already for about two and a half years, maybe. They went as far back of contacting NCOs from my previous duty station, trying to look up to gather it, because at this point, they're not looking just to give me a little 45. They're gathering. They're trying to
get
fuck
you that,
me
out,
bro.
Kick your ass out.
I'm like, bro, and up to this point, like I said, I've always been a loyal soldier that does what the soldier has to do, what a soldier has to do, i.e. the military. They give a fuck if you're a good PT stud, you're good, then you're that's like 50% of the work. And then if you're good at your job, your specific MOS, what you do, which I've always knocked out of the ballpark. So I've never had anything under my belt for them to add on to me so they can kick me out or whatever. But just that one incident, man. And I tell everybody, a lot of people ask me, so what do you think about the military? Do you like it? And I always say it has ups and downs,
experience.
but I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all.
I look at it all the time and say, dude, if they tell you fucking a year, say, hey, we'll give you a year to get back in the shape you want to be in, and you can come back in instantaneously, right where you left off. Like, you can stay as long as you want to. I'm telling all you bitches bye. Just all I'm saying. I'm telling all you bitches bye. Well, that's different for me. Like I said, like everything made more sense there. Everything made more sense. Everything made more sense in deployment. Everything made more sense in the military. Then it comes to like civilian sector of like how it is. Yes, there's shitty people across every standpoint.
Scheduled. It's everything.
Like, there's a
like brain
purpose.
feels good.
Even if you don't know what the purpose is, there's a fucking purpose that you find out sometimes 2 years later. I'm like, there's a reason for this. Like, you believe in the fucking job, you do your fucking job, you don't fuck up, you don't fucking do some shitty shit. Unfortunately, you're in the military, you do a lot of shy shit. You would do a lot of shy shit. But I'm just saying, like, don't do shy shit against, like, you're gonna get you fucked up. But, you do the damn thing. Tactically acquire some things here and there from supply.
You had to be friends with supply, man. You had to be friends with supply.
No. Supply hated us.
For real?
Passion.
Man, well, I had a friend. I had a personal friend that worked in supply, so maybe that was it, man. I'm like,
I was a supply PO one time, and like for like 6 months, the shortest supply PO they ever had, by the way. Because I was looking at it, I was like, our budget's this. We don't have anything going out for a while. I was like, what does our guys need? And I found it. I was like, oh, everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
Talk about spicy shit.
They approved it, everything like that, and then all of a sudden they pass out, and then I was like, "Yo, here, everybody get one." I said, "Oh, okay, cool." I said, "We need sign for it." No, it's yours. What? Yours? So,
yours?
Really? Yours? I said, "Yep, you lose it though. You ain't getting another one."
No.
Then
to the hills, hide it.
Kept going, and then I realized I ordered the wrong ones. I think I still have one. Yeah, it's multi-tools.
Yep.
I ordered the
Oh,
wrong one.
Gerber. A good old
Gerber's, man.
Gerber.
Gerber,
Yeah,
man.
I remember the
Gerber
Gerber
Post
days.
Pass.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing. I ordered Gerber's, K-bars, stuff like that. It's like cool things we can use and every
Yeah.
time we
Still
need
have
them
my
to.
K-bar around here
And
somewhere too.
I didn't look at the details on it. It was EOD Gerbers. They like
They're pissed.
my lieutenant came to my office.
Oof.
He said, "Let me talk to you." I said, "Oh,
Veins
fuck."
already just.
He comes in, he closes the door. I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Oh, this is real. This is real.
The ass chewing. And I'm like, okay, cool. Nobody's here. Nobody's in clinic. It's all good. And he opens the door, and I see my chief, my senior chief, my fucking CO.
Oh my god, bro.
So and they're like, oh. And then they're like,
Thank you, sir. May I
and then-
have another?
and then, well, he was a Mustang, so he was chief. Went over to officer. He was not. We didn't play with him. We did not play with him. And he's like, all right, cool. He looks at everybody else like, y'all got something to fucking say? Nope. No, no. And I'm like, and they just walked away. I was like, you know what, man? It's like, if the CO was like, no, I'm not fucking with that guy. It's like, I should watch my ass. I should watch my fucking ass. Because he was one of those guys that, like, he was great at what he did. But the moment you fucked up, it wasn't like a learning experience for him. It was like, cool, you gonna fuck up? I'm gonna make sure you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
You're gonna know just how pissed off I truly am. And then the next moment at the smoke pit, we'll be out there smoking, and he'll come like, "How you doing, bro? You blah blah blah." I was like, "Bro, didn't you just fucking like definitely destroy me for like 2 hours in the office?" Like,
but if you take it personal, though.
everything. Like, I didn't take it personally, but it's just like
that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna calm down a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm because like I can't do anything. I can't say shit.
Right.
I can't fucking react. I gotta take that shit, and then you know, it's all good. Listen to what he had to say. Fucking, I knew he threw a fucking laptop at my fucking head. Yeah. He's like, get your dumb ass over there, and do that shit right. It's like, god damn. So it's one of those things. Like, he was fucking old salt dog too. Like,
old school.
I ran like kind of deployments when he was enlisted. Like, he was fucking he was made. He was a man when it came to that military shit. And he was like, and I love when people's like, oh, you're in the Navy, you ain't shit, blah blah, you're a bitch, you're just a pussy, blah blah. I was like, you know what, motherfucker? I was like, how many of your guys have deployed? How many of your guys been shot at, blown up? How many of your guys done all that shit and still did their fucking job and still got everybody back safe and still try to save everybody else?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, just because you go to the field every fucking month doesn't mean shit to me.
No, that's not. Yeah. No, I understand 100%. 100%, bro.
Yeah, and it's a fun time when that shit happens because, like, especially going out to the bars, you see it. They're like, hey, and everybody's just like always like, because most time when you have Doc and his Marines and everything, they make sure Doc's good. It's a bad time when Doc is the problem. I was the problem. I was a drunk, and everybody knew it. And they just looked at me every time I started doing something. They're like, and you see my boys, like a fucking, who was it? Paresa, fucking Richard just looked at me one day. He's like, don't do it. Nah, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it still.
What do you mean you gonna do it? I just put my drink down, walk across the fucking bar, just fucking. He's just like, oh, okay, cool, and just started fights. Starts fights everywhere. Just didn't give a shit, man.
And away we go.
Yeah, and then it's bad, like, you know, when you have that reputation, and then you actually calm down, and you start thinking, and like. Unfortunately, at this point in time, I was a hoe. I'll say it. I was a fucking hoe.
Same.
And it was after the divorce and everything. And I was going through divorce. So I just hated women for a long time. Because for me, I took my vows very seriously.
Yeah.
I took everything very seriously. And like, if you know very much about me, like, something like that, somebody I care for and love, I will do absolutely anything for, including fucking going beyond extreme and fucking breaking every moral compass to make sure they're taken care of, make sure they're good.
That's about where we left off last time. I think
it is
our difference in opinion on what to let happen.
Because you go full out 100%, and I do it little by little. But if I love somebody, man, there's no line I will not cross. There's no limit to it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, fuck you.
But see, I still had to rip that
It
one
shows.
ripcord thing of like, yeah, you'll get my whole commitment, everything of me. I'll do anything for you. You know, kids still come first, no matter what. We
Absolutely.
talked about that. And then, but if you cheat on me, that's unforgivable on my
That's
lines.
unforgivable, man.
Yeah,
For me, it all matters because, like I said,
that's what we were
that's what
talking
we
about
talked
at
about. Yeah.
the end there, because we were trying to have a discussion just from differencing opinions
So
of, you know,
for
I couldn't. I understand I would be different to them,
Mhm.
but like I
like
said, that goes to the
angrily.
standpoint. Like I never could understand cheating until it was flipped around on me, and I
Mhm.
was the one who cheated. Like I said, and I eat that every fucking time. I say it all the time. Everyone's like, "You're a really good person," blah blah blah. I was like, "No, man, I'm a really bad person. Like
Mhm.
this is why." And they're like,
I'm
"Well,
a
you made a
learning
mistake."
person.
I said, "You made a mistake." I said, "Yes, I did. I made one of the worst mistakes I ever will make. I don't regret it. I feel bad about doing it, but I shouldn't have done that. I should have sat down like I normally would any other time before I do anything
I've
stupid
had
like that."
so many. I've
So,
had still to this day, I have instances because I don't, man. I was a very angry person, man. I still have these tendencies, and a lot of it, I would probably come to the realization that is maybe trauma from
not
from.
trauma. No, you got to
It's
think about it. You got to think the mannerisms because you think about how you were brought up, growing up from a
exactly
child,
that's
everything you
yeah.
saw. Yes, it could be trauma related, but honestly, everybody's their own person. They choose
No,
what they
no,
do
one
and
hundred
everything like that.
percent,
100%.
100%.
It's more like
Environmental.
environmental
Yeah.
consistency.
Environmental, 100%. I agree in that. That's why I say, me as a 22-year-old, where I was a walking ticking bomb, and I wouldn't let shit happen, or I
Me
wouldn't let
little
shit.
But
baby.
you're supposed to be that way, like that way.
I'm
You
22.
Here's the thing. You were fucking young, fucking.
Young,
You
dumb, and
probably in
full
the
of cum.
fucking gym all the fucking time still, and
Oh,
you're fucking just drinking and everything like that. So guess what? You have all that built up. And here's
yeah,
the thing
yeah.
about it, especially military aspect. People don't understand. It's like, why do they just keep y'all fucking so unhappy, so like pissed off and struggling all the time? Because the moment we deploy, they aim all that at somebody.
Yeah.
At something. So yeah, we need it. So yeah, like Gunny Walgreen did the fucking best speech right before deployment, before we went out for a push, and he's like, "Y'all been pissed off for fucking 2 years." So yeah, we've been fucking y'all around, doing all this dumbass shit, fucking making you all do extra fucking duties just to piss you all fucking off. And you know, you're like, "Well, we did this shit already. Do it fucking
Do it
again."
again.
Y'all did it right the first time. Guess what? Do it again. I want it fucking perfect over and over again, just pissing us off. So yeah, guess what? So what? I knew about this fucking 3 years ago. I knew I needed y'all pissed off. I knew I needed to cut that cord and know that y'all are going to destroy every fucking thing in your path, and you're going to make sure the boys and girls to your left and right are fucking taken care of.
That's
Because
good.
guess what? We fucking manufactured this because we knew about it. Guess what? I knew about today 3 years ago. So I wanted every one of you motherfuckers so mad at us that you were ready to fucking kill us. But guess what? We're going to aim that at
At
somebody
the enemy.
else.
At the enemy.
So yeah, because one day they put everybody in the unit on 45-45.
What the? Oh my god.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it: we didn't lose pay, but no liberty privileges, no going to do
More
anything
like
else. And they fucking went so strict to say, guess what? Like, you can't order out anymore either. Said what? So yeah, they went in, tossed fucking.
They really wanted
barracks
to piss
rooms.
y'all off.
They
Yes, they
pissed
did.
us the fuck
But yeah.
off, bro.
But
And
yeah.
it was fucking one of those times like I've never wanted to swing on a gunny or master guns or my chief ever. But that period, man, every fucking day was a fucking. I'm not trying to get NJP. I'm not trying. Every one of us too. Not one of us was fucking like slacked off. Even the fucking admin. Like yeah. And then we get there and like yeah, it was just everything, man. We were angry. We were good, and then like. We come back and we sit down with everybody, you know, and we're just talking like, how do y'all feel? I was like, I feel way better. He's like, good. I said, now, so yeah, take your leave, go relax, go fuck something, go do something stupid, don't go to jail, don't get caught, and fucking, I swear to fucking gods, yeah, if one of you dumb bitches end up dead or in a jail or you fucking hurt somebody else, so yeah, then I swear to God, you're gonna regret your rest of your career. And it's one of those times we knew he was telling the truth.
Oh yeah, you can feel it.
And then we all came back fine. Nobody did anything stupid that we knew of.
That we knew of, yeah.
And we just kept it riding, man. It was a good time. But it's, as I said, like, you being that way is supposed to be like that. Like, everybody says, like, you need to have more control. So here's the thing: you don't know what you need to control until you lose it.
Until you. There you go. That's exactly it. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. So many times, so many experiences.
It goes back to that Jordan Peterson thing. Is like said you need to be a monster.
Swords to plowshares.
It's swords to plowshares, 100%. Warrior in a garden kind of thing, you know. And then so I tell people, like, you don't know if you're a good person all the time. Like, what do you mean? Like, what have you done bad? What have you done so much that's so close to evil that you know you're a good person, that you made the choice? It's the capacity of it all. Hi, Bobby. Yes.
Of course.
So,
you
Jerry,
always.
I can bounce off that a little bit. I have some questions for you on that. So, do you bring that old military energy, not necessarily on purpose, but to new relationships or interests?
It matters who they are. It matters how they can handle themselves, because you know I kind of analyze everything here and there. Yep. And I might write some notes down here that you might never know.
Yes,
but,
you do.
It's one of those things, though. Things I see as that could be problematic. I do pros and cons a lot list, and everybody looks at me crazy. It's like, you shouldn't do that. It's like, I need to. So why? Because if I bypass this and I look at it from like the objective lens, because I know myself, I get really encompassed if I care about something a lot, and I get blind.
Logistically,
very 100%. I have to. So why? I see the good things. Like, okay, cool. Their friends are trying to be good and accountable. It's like, that's a good sign. That means if they do some fucking shit and don't tell me about it, their friends are gonna be like, "Yo, bitch, get that shit together." Kind of thing, you know.
So that's one. What are two other ways that you've tried to change yourself in the way that you talk to the interest in comparison to the military aspect that you bring into it?
I talk more with compassion, not empathy fully, but with compassion.
Like, so more pulled back, even
way more pulled back. You know, I leash myself so fucking much, and just to make sure I can have conversation.
The dog's shaking.
Yeah. It's funny. Paul never fucking shakes or cries or anything like that when I'm yelling, but when I'm fucking quiet.
They're old men. Old man dogs are the best dogs a man can ever have.
Like, when I'm quiet, he comes up to me. He's like, "You good, boss? What's wrong?"
Like, okay,
I need to bite somebody.
Apollo
can go outside. That. We just go. Yeah, it's like, because it's awesome. I'm processing a lot, but it's one of those things that I try to keep myself pulled back, and that in turn makes my tone go very monotone, very calm, and then slower and lower. And everybody's like, "Why are you talking so low? Like, you need to be more energetic." Like, no, you don't want me to. I need to keep myself. I try to.
So you're afraid of leaks out of a little bit.
I have to be,
I know you leak out during the, like, talking with us and the boys and stuff, and occasionally when you're not supposed to, and a little message like, hey now.
So you know what? Not safe. Don't say that here.
That will be used against you in the court of anyone else listening.
Yeah, but it's a one thing.
I've gathered myself. Like I said, I was way more of an explosive person. I still have some of those tendencies here and there. That's why I coming back to what you said about if you do something or you act out of impulse. There's not one time that I do something or I say something that was out of the burst of the moment that I don't take a good 10 to 15 minutes later and be like, I sit down by myself. Did I really need to do that? Did I really need to say that? Did I say that because I was mad? And I have to reflect on the other person as well. And there's 9 times out of fucking 10, I always go like, I could have gone. I could have. 100%. 100%.
And with that, how has your wife helped you out? Because it's also a 2-part thing.
It's a good balance.
What's an instance where, like, she was like, chocolate to the fucking head, like, wake up, like, we're in it together, you dumbass, like, yeah.
Those words at times. One thing about me and my wife, man, is that I'm up here. When I say up here, energy, I'm here. I'm here. I'm loud. I'm energetic. I speak with my hands. I'm up here. One thing that keeps me grounded is my wife is right here. So we're not really at the same level of, or not bickering up, but like going back and forth with each other,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
So when I need a little calmer or a little breather, even when I raise my voice, my wife is still monotone. She's talking to me. She's just like very ladylike, and she would be like, "Hey, yo, listen."
She understands you're a man and needs to get that shit out.
No, she also understands where I come from as well. How she's very close to my mother. She speaks to my mother on a day, not on a daily, but like every so often. She speaks to my mother probably more than me. So
That's scary.
it was in
Hey.
the beginning. It was very scary because I was
I
never
bet it
used
was.
to-
You're probably you're probably like, hey, who are you talking to? Your mom? Whoa.
No,
Whoa.
that's
What did I do? What did I do?
That's matriarch though. That's
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
That's good. That's fucking good because she's learning from the boss lady, you know,
Basically.
of the
And
best aspects of
at
how to,
times she would
like, make
have
your
to
life
talk to
better.
my mom. At times she would have to talk to my mother because she probably wouldn't. She didn't know how to assess a certain situation with
Address
me.
her baby boy.
And
Mhm.
and you go to the source. How do I'm going through this with me? Like, how do I? Is there a way I can go about this better? Maybe it's a me thing. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. And my mom would always say, no, you better put him in my. You better put my son in check. He fucking
Mhm.
needs that. I know
Absolutely.
my son better than he knows him. So
Yeah.
you know,
Because you need a strong lady.
yes,
Every
yes,
man has a
yes,
strong woman standing behind him.
yes. I
Yeah.
give every fucking credit and kudos to my fucking wife for having to not just bear with me, but like bear with everything that we have been through. To where like she could have left me for years ago, right? But the whole
Mhm.
one thing that I've always like, and to this day, what makes us a lot stronger is that she always saw who I could become and who I am now, always through that lens. Even when we first met and all the stupid shit I was doing and not giving a fuck and not putting her at times where she needed to be put first, not putting her first. Like, she always saw the good that was in me and had to take that out of me, to where she finally did. And I thank her every day for that. I thank her for having the patience with me, and I thank her for just being the woman that I need you to be for me. And I realized that she wanted it was for a long time that she wanted it to be on her watch, which is understandable. But as a man, you only get it when you get it, and if you don't get it, that's on you. So I had to learn the hard way, but knowing what matters to me the most is in acting upon that, right? Because a lot of people, a lot of men would be like, yeah, that's good for me, but I'm still gonna want to do what I want to do. I want to have fun. Like, this is not. I'm still young. I'm in my I just turned 30, or I'm in my 20s still. Like for a man, I would say, if you have somebody in your life that holds you down and checks off checks off everything that you have as a list for you in the future, and is gonna be worth it, I would say act on it. And don't worry too much about wanting to enjoy yourself and have fun for a little moment. It's something that's momentarily, because I'm a firm believer that something that is going to work for you in the long run is going to be 100 times better and 100 times going to keep you at peace, and just going to give you that peace in mind. When you have somebody that can give you that peace of mind that allows you to speak and doesn't judge you for what you do or say, that's priceless, you know.
So
Go ahead.
that's
Go ahead.
it's good because this is for both of y'all too, because
Lord.
now they got but
Lord knows coming somewhere.
well, I mean, so in both of those discussions of like being able to try and either not let it leak out or not just go full reactive in that conversation, because it's wrong now. It's encompassed later on while you're addressing yourself as a man and being like, you stupid son of a bitch. So at what point in the relationship did you start sharing that kind of trust with the person that you're interested in? Obviously, you fucking got the ringer, the coin toss, and got a wifey. But when did that start finally being able to develop that kind of trust to let you be more reactive, like instead of just stifling it,
I say about like a
like
good 2 years ago, but 3
2
years
years,
ago. I've been with my wife
How long you been together?
7,
7.
7.
going on
Okay, so
a
5.
little over 7.
So
Go
over
5 years of obviously getting to know each other fully and everything like that, building a relationship up. Then it's because how long you been out of the military?
2020, end of 2022.
In 2022, so that's 4 years after military too. So that which is the hardest part, honestly, for the transition.
Yeah. That was harder in the beginning.
The mindset.
Fuck.
Yeah.
My God,
Yeah,
right?
I
Because
believe it was,
we met each other in the military, so we don't know each other like how we act on an everyday civilian life basis, right? So I was like, what the? I'm so confused, and it was another like a rock.
proper no more. I can do what I want.
You know, it's a lot, but it did take me a lot. So I would say I am my mom's single child. I do have a brother and I have a sister. They're from my dad's side. And my brother and my sister, they grew up and were raised together their whole lives. I was raised in Puerto Rico with my mom, so never really had my dad there, never really had my brother and my sister there. So I'm coming from a world where it's just me and my mother at all times. So and me and my mom didn't have, it wasn't like, hey mom, I want to tell you about this girl that I'm talking. No, fuck no. It was I'm going through it to by myself, and I took that into with my now wife for the first couple of like 5 years, right, where I didn't have to say, or I thought I didn't have to say anything. I don't have to bring any of my problems to you. I don't have to talk to you about anything. I don't have to tell you how I feel. I don't have to be like, oh, can you assess my feelings for me? I do that for myself because I've been doing that for the last 27 years of my life. I don't need that, right? But then it got to the point where like, you know. I did it. I kept doing it, and it's like, oh, you understand.
There's a two-person team now where there was only
it was I don't have to just carry the fucking load on my fucking back and just hold on to this weight like this fucking 40-pound rucksack that I have on my shit. I don't have to do that.
Rock in the backpack.
Yeah. Put the rock in the exactly. And after I learned how to do that, man, it's I talk about anything with my wife now, and it's so great to have that. You know, it's so great to be like, if she thinks it's wrong, she'll tell me. If she approves of it or like thinks it's a good idea, she'll tell me. If it's an everyday life basis, like a situation or a problem that I'm going through, if it's something that I'm mad about, because I easily get mad, and my wife, she has patience. I don't have patience. She has all the patience. So it's more of a.
You don't have patience.
Never would have guessed that.
Motherfucker, y'all know.
So with that, I'm going to challenge you to something, okay? One day, I don't care if it's soon, don't care if it's next year, sit down with your wife, okay? And just use this sentence. I want this relationship to be a job, okay? Everybody says it's a horrible thing to say that way, but here's what I'm getting with that. Say, I want to be good at it. I know sometimes I'll miss the mark. And I know I need to work at some things. But I want to actually have an open relationship, open dialogue and communication with this, saying,
don't say open relationship.
No, I mean,
no, I get.
You know what I mean? Open dialogue. It's just words are wording. Say, I want you to tell me when I do good. I want you to tell me when I miss the mark.
Yeah.
And I want you not to be afraid to do that, because sometimes people hold back, even though they care about load so much, they still hold back from saying it because they don't know if it's the right thing to say. And I want you to be open to that. Okay, that way you know, hey, because some days I'm gonna be really good at it.
Yeah,
and some days I'm gonna fucking shit the bed.
Shit the bed, bro. Of course.
It's nice to know, like, you know, hey, it's because if you don't, because sometimes the places he still seeps in.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that, because if you are wanting this woman to always be next to you, you want to always prioritize her, even though you have children prioritize first, and then it always goes her.
Yep.
So you want to make sure she knows, because I know you see her, I know you're present for her, I know you do as much as you can for her as you can do, even if it's not in your power, you still have to make it happen.
Oh, of course.
But
of course,
those things like that, those little things like that, they can build up so much more. And I want you to flourish more than anything else, you know?
Thank you.
Because I care about you. I love your ass, but, you know, you're annoying as fuck to me most of the time. Fuck
a lot of the times.
But it's a good thing to be able to draw back to that, because it's bare bones, it's simple, it's not asking like, you know, a Hail Mary. It's just a, hey, I saw you did this, I really like that, just let you know that way you can tuck that in, like, all right, another thing, you know. I get it, and then it's like, I kind of didn't like that, but, you know, I get it, but I didn't really like that. Like, understood, you know. It's like little pros and cons thing.
Yeah. For the most part. Now she will do it now. Like I said, the first 5 years she would have this trouble where she wouldn't know how to go about it, or maybe she would say a trigger word, and there it goes. Bandit blows the fuck up. I can't even. Now I gotta, bro, just like that, just fucking like that. I swear on everything, right? So now, like she would.
They know they're doing that too, though. You know.
I'm sorry, say it again.
They know they're doing that.
Oh yeah.
Every button. Any woman that's been around you enough knows every goddamn button, and they can press.
Especially you've been together for a long time.
Last Hail Mary attempt to make you call him a cunt. And now you're here washing dishes again.
Now I'm the bad guy. I was right.
That trumps everything I said.
And then,
and now I'm here.
That's all
washing dishes for the 4th week in a row.
I would take out the trash right after that too.
Exactly.
But now she could say she would refrain from wanting to either say something that she didn't or maybe that bothered her. She would refrain from saying that, and a lot of times I'll be like, don't refrain, like tell me what's fucking bothering you, and then she'll tell me what's bothering her, and then I'll be like, but what the fuck? Da-da-da. So I'll go crazy. I'm like,
you can't open the door if you aren't ready for the real attack, sir.
This is why I don't tell you what bothers me, because you fucking want to turn it back on me.
She has up to the peephole and like, yeah, you really want to look at it? You really want to shake my hand?
I still have tendencies. I still have tendencies, but for the most part, she understands that I'm not that same person. And if I do, like, if it got to the point where maybe I exploded, maybe a little bit harder than usual, I will take my time back. Maybe I did make her feel bad, but I don't take walks. I would go outside, but I don't. For me, I'm not the type to take a walk to clear my mind. I need to be alone. Like, I will come in here, close my. I won't even look at the screen. I won't scroll. I'll sit down right here, and I'll assess myself, and I'll breathe for like 5 minutes, and I'll be like, okay, was that right? Was that wrong? 9 times out of 10, it was me that was wrong. So I always have to be. She knows that I always come back, and I always be like, I'm sorry for, sometimes it's too late. I'm like, this is why I don't. You always say this, and I'm like, I'm learning. I'm 30. Yeah, we've been together this amount of years. Yeah, but I'm learning, and I apologize. When 5 years ago, I'd have been like, fuck that, I'm out of here.
Yeah, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, I'm out.
That's the thing right there. Is you were now okay. You're trying to hold yourself accountable.
Oh, of course, I had no accountability.
You're trying to, even though like you might have said the same words, but the meaning behind it is different. And some people don't grasp that at times, and it's because of a lack of communication and disconnect. Because they think, oh, he's just saying that. Just say it again. So I just say, oh, it's okay. And then you put forth. Because I talk to Youngin about it all the time. She's like, I really hate when somebody says I'm sorry. So why? Because it doesn't mean anything if there's no change in action. And I was like, you know what? For a young one, you are good.
Son every goddamn day.
Because
I'm sorry doesn't mean jack shit when you keep on doing the same bad thing that is harmful to other people around you or yourself.
I'm guilty.
Oh, yeah. We all are. That's the thing about it. Like, because like it comes down to like, for me, like Chrono is like somebody says, just be yourself. It's like, you don't want me to do that.
I can't do that.
This is
why? Well-curated self that you meet every day.
Exactly.
Because here,
exactly.
Hey, let me take off these 7 masks real quick so I can talk to you as the real me.
And then you're sitting outside sipping a beer. It's like, now I had to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
And I do, even though I do, because I don't want to make I always want to make sure, even though it's not gonna, maybe it won't even resolve anything, but to make sure that as a man, I'm coming back to you calmly to let you know that I was wrong, and I try every day to be 1% better. I am sorry. If I say I'm sorry and I do it again, I know for a lot of people that's like, well, what the fuck is a sorry? What the fuck? Because you're gonna
try my best.
Time is gonna go by. You're gonna get complacent again, and then you're gonna blow up again, right? So it's like, and it's right, and then you get this realization, like, fuck. I mean, you're right, and that's the person that you love, and I don't want that person to have hurt, and the reason that person has hurt is because of you. So I always go back if there's an altercation or an argument or something that bothered her. I always go back to make sure, hey, listen,
do you guys have safe words in that regard? Since I know you have kind of more of an explosive anger, just like me.
We walk away. She tells me to walk away because she knows it during that nothing. We're not gonna get anything out of it in the moment. She knows that
solved at all. It's just gonna be nothing but anger and explosion and emotions flowing everywhere. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna say because you know. Because honestly,
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say, bro. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I've said
one petty comment come out, and then like the next 3 years, you're gonna be like, and then you're gonna be like, all right, cool, blah blah. I love you, babe. Yeah, tell that to blah 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 blah. Like,
right.
That's where you're gonna grow alone, like just like your dad, and like fucking.
Yeah.
I've had that comparison as well. My dad is no role model, right? So
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
you know, like
Exactly, man. That comes down to it's like those jabs like that. They're like everybody's like, oh,
They
it's
right
hurt
as
more.
you're walking
it's
away, though.
petty little
But
jabs.
it's as you're walking away, like when your back's turned, like that knife.
I can feel it. Yeah.
It's one of those things, man. Like those petty little jabs, they'd be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's like, yeah, but it hits deep because they know who you are. They know who you are down deep, especially the relationship that long and you've actually been talking
Yeah,
to
but
each
I
other and
started
everything.
turning that ship around. Every time I hear one of those things, like that's really cool of you, and then walk away, and I'm then like, yeah, I feel a little bit winnier now.
Winnie now. Still kind
I
of
didn't
sucks you
do
said
that.
it, but yeah.
I didn't. It really sucks. I'll develop that later. That's like
No, that's the fucking true thing, and I've had to get myself out of the mentality of I'll develop it later because no, motherfucker, I won't develop it later because I keep saying that. Then it's just fucking words that I'm putting out. There's no action that's being applied to it. So that's another thing where I tell I do say I had no accountability before. I really didn't. Now coming. That's what she likes a little bit more. That at least she's not gonna take a sorry and forget about it because maybe I'll do the same thing again. But she at least can be like, okay, he's not blaming me. He's not gaslighting me. He's taking some sorts of accountability within our relationship and in my role to understand as a man that I was wrong.
You're taking her feelings into account.
I have to
fully.
Yeah,
that's a good thing, man. And most people, I think most guys just like, oh, she'll just get over it. It's like you realize that relationship's a choice, right? And they're like, yeah, but she loves me. It's like, yeah, but relationship's a choice, right?
They don't have to be here.
They don't. They could just be like, one day you'd be like, I'm just going to go to work, and guess what? They might just not be back.
Gone.
They might not be there. You'd be like, hey, where you at? She's like, I left. It's like, oh, when you come back? Never. And guess what happens? You just look at it like you're just sitting there, like, fuck. What? Then you got to process everything because you went through the whole day, didn't even think about it, didn't even think about them, and you're thinking they're being selfish. So fuck no. I was like, no. And then a lot of my friends are just like I love them to death, but sometimes, man, they're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did you really? Because brother will reach out to me. He's like, I don't want to leave him, don't want this, but I am on that fucking line. I'm like. Yeah, literally, I don't know if I want to leave him, or if I want to shoot him, or stab him, or it's like, look, let's calm down.
Throw a fucking chop at him or something. I don't know.
Tell me what happened. I listened. I was like, oh, he said that, like out loud. How do I?
Right.
I'm over here googling like the correct response for not like being an accessory right now.
Like how to not be an accessory in murder, but give advice.
And I'm like, okay, cool. It's like. I'm gonna tell you from my standpoint. So yeah,
you should calm down.
I think that's the worst you can say. You should calm down a little bit first.
I look at it, look, I understand why you're upset. I understand why you're frustrated. And two, if he knows this, which he should, because y'all been married for fucking 15 years, he should definitely know this one right now.
Fuck, man.
I asked it, was alcohol involved? It's like, no. Fuck. Was there? Anything like marijuana, anything like that, like maybe from lax? Nothing. Just stone cold, like, oh, okay.
Was the past brought up?
And it was, and that was the thing.
That's always the key point that has never been fully solved. That is used in really big, stressful arguments that destroys relationships.
It wasn't her who did it. Which you remember, it's like, why you say it like that? Because usually, like statistically speaking, most women, especially in the argument, will bring up something from the past here and there. Even though it might not be at attack, just like it's a comparison, but most guys take it as, oh, you're trying to bring that shit up from the past and didn't mistake, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, shut the fuck up. Listen to the fucking words that's used with it. So yeah, I was like, look, my past gets brought up all the time. Like, whatever, fuck you. And I just keep going, It's one of those things. But I also put my shit out there. It's like, look, I fucked up. I did all this shit. I went to jail a couple times.
I stay on point until I'm begging on my knees.
Exactly. It's like we do with it. We all fucking have to find a way to work through it. And like says what said, I look at people all the time. Say, sometimes words don't mean shit. Sometimes you just need to look at the fucking message. Don't listen to the tone. Look at the message that's giving you, and fucking eat that.
God, I hate anyone that says tone.
Yeah, it happens, man. But it's again, 2026. People are more sensitive as fucking ever.
They're not worried about the words. They're worried about how you're delivering the words. And I
tell them fuck off with that shit, man.
You know that already. I don't fuck with that.
It's one of those things.
If it's not my wife, If it's not my
My
wife, where
wife.
I have to take her feelings in consideration, even if I may say something stern and mean what I mean, but you're looking at and you're feeling at how I'm saying it, that's the only way or the only time that I'll be like, okay, let me maybe tone it down, give it to you maybe in a more polite way so we can, because I mean, you're my person. But for anybody else, motherfucker, if you are putting your feelings first, what I am telling you, how I am saying it to you with the words that are, how I'm putting my words together.
Do you
If you are
understand the
more
words that come out of my mouth?
my mouth,
Man,
I mean, I
nobody
give you one
understands the
chance.
words coming out your mouth.
Chance. If you're more worried, guy or a girl, yo, it's for you and I'm helping you. So like, hey, if you're doing something stupid, you're doing something fucking stupid. Like you need to have a reality check. Not everything, like not you can't come up to somebody and talk about your problems, waiting and hoping that they side with you or be like, oh no, yeah, man, you're right. No, because if you're wrong, millions, all my
I
friends,
hate being called her.
you're wrong. And if you're wrong, I'm going to
Absolutely.
say you're wrong. And I have one best friend that we always keep each other in check. And he's been like, yo, Dova. My last name is Cordova, so people in the military, they call me Dova. So they'll be like, yo, Dova, yo, you need to chill, bro. Like, what the fuck what you got going on? And I'm
Those are called brothers.
brothers,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
Ones
that's
that
what-
keep you in check, even if you're doing wrong, they're not going to be like, "You're doing great,
Right?
sweetheart."
No, I hate that. I
No, like,
fucking
hey,
hate that because
Lord.
I don't go
man,
to
you're
you for you to
fucking
tell
up.
me
What
that
the
I'm
fuck
right.
is wrong with you?
I
Like,
don't ever
did
do that.
you hear that
Look.
even past conversation? Did you know how stupid you sound?
That's that echo chamber effect when they fucking do that shit. Like, no. Or I'll use this reference. Come from me in the comments. Don't give a fuck. But
But yeah,
the
come from them in
girls
the comments.
bullshit needs to fucking die, and the broco bullshit needs to die as well. And people are gonna be like,
Broco.
no. So no. Here's the thing about it. So I don't give a fuck. So what? It's like, why? It's because you're not holding anyone fucking accountable. You're just hiding each other's shit. And I get it. Having somebody to support you is great, or like tell you did something good when you actually did something good. Great. Guess what? That's just being a normalized, decent person.
Yeah.
But guess what? You need accountability. And nowadays, there's not that. And that's why, like, I truly, truly miss the full military dynamic, because you found out who it was, everything that, and you stuck to those guys, like, no matter what. And yeah, sometimes they might influence bad decisions.
Of course.
Maybe.
Of
A
course.
little bit. Some traffic cones. Yeah, somebody,
Gaslighting.
you know,
Of
like,
course.
you got mild motherfucker. Hell no. It's full out fucking sin. It's fucking burn the bridges constantly, and then
Yeah.
somehow we're still fucking here.
Right.
You know? So it's one of those things we need to get people there that will actually give a fuck about you fully, not just hold your fucking shit, not just prioritize you are more important. Just fucking say, hey, we're here with you through this dumb shit because you got yourself in this dumb shit. But
We told you
we're
to
gonna
start off with, but
yeah.
now we're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah,
Here we go
now
again,
we're gonna
motherfucker.
fucking
Get up.
get this shit done. We're gonna get this shit done. We're gonna get you up, stand on your fucking feet, quit being a bitch about it. We get it, it sucks. But quit being a bitch, get up, man up. If this is what you want to get done, we're gonna get it fucking done. We're gonna give each other solutions. Guess what? Might not want the solution. Get the fuck over it. We're gonna give it to you anyways. We're not gonna say, "Oh, boo-hoo, it's fine. We'll get over it in like a couple months or weeks." No, fuck that. Start now.
Yeah.
There's no need to fucking wait.
No.
So
And
you
the
need
God's
to feel attacked with that one.
Okay. While you're feeling attacked,
God.
since you know he's married in a good relationship, we've been talking about that a little bit. You're still dating, right, Terry? So
Nope.
you
You're not
know
dating,
what
Terry?
leads
You're
to
not
the
dating?
loss? What leads to the most loss of interest in any potential relationship that you're chasing?
Good one. That's a
Not
great one.
not from your own action, but from how they act. What is the biggest top 3 losses of
I know why you asked
complete,
this, you
like,
fucking dick.
complete uninterest?
All right, so to lose my interest completely.
I think it does. I don't think it takes that much for Raider. I think it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm good.
You'd be
You'd be
surprised.
surprised. So, long-term absence of no communication and no real explanation. Communication
What does
of
that mean?
things.
Is that like calling every day or
No.
like just
I don't
random
believe in.
text?
I don't
Like,
believe in.
what's up?
I don't believe in fucking talking every fucking day because you fucking like somebody or love with somebody.
Mhm.
That's fucking overwhelming at times. You don't know what the fuck's going through their brain sometimes. You might push them
Right.
over the edge
So
randomly.
that could be misconstrued there. So what do you mean
So,
there?
like, especially if we know each other, okay? Like, if there's actual, like, real rapport, longevity of knowing each other, everything like that, then we know, we kind of understand how each other are. Like, they're going through something and they say, hey, look, I'm going through stuff, blah, blah. Cool. I'll reach out every once, not every fucking day, because that's fucking no, because you don't know. So full ramification. So I like reach out like every like 2-3 days or maybe every other week, saying, "Hey, hope you're doing well. If you need to talk."
I'm sorry. This is for somebody like in the beginning stage. Maybe if you're talking to somebody that you mean like
beginning stage for me is, can you have a communication? Can you talk to me? Let's not do the fucking dumbass bullshit. We'll do start over.
That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
So we'll go starting and then like after your 3-month revelation of who they truly are. You know, because that shit starts leaking out of what people really are, not just what they say they are. Is about 3 months in a relationship. You know, you that one argument that starts flipping sideways. That's who we are. Finally, up to date, you sweetheart.
So, Craig, you know what I mean? There's a type of woman, no matter what they are, they literally almost majority of them have a certain aesthetic look to them in certain ways. That everybody's like always goes like, oh, blonde Russian, blah 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 blah. I was like, no, that's not just it. So what is it? It's like, for me, simple. So what? Mid length to long hair. Okay, yep. Pretty eyes, yep. And you know, I'm gonna say it this way, not fucking fat. I'm gonna say it like that. Just saying.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying they had to be fucking goddesses in the gym, but like, you know, not fucking overweight. Because they had to be healthy. They had to keep themselves like, you know, somewhat healthy. Like
I'm fine with curves in every damn place, but you at least need to be healthy and do not complain about your weight then.
And a lot of people look at it like, well, that's just fat shaming. No, it's not. It's just what I like. That's just it. Get the fuck over yourselves. Nobody's gonna dictate what I like ever.
There's plenty of dating apps. Go there.
Exactly. So it's that and the fact of being able to sit down with me and have real communication. Not just about, I like the color red, or I like dinosaurs, or this and third. Let's have a real conversation.
Meaningful conversation.
What do you actually fucking enjoy in your life? If you like video games, why do you like this game more than any other game that other people play? Like simple like that. Something you're into. Oh, you like books? Cool. Oh, I like smut. Cool. Who's your favorite author? Like, who's your favorite author?
You go in depth with it.
It's not even in depth. It's just simple. These are surface questions.
It is, yeah.
And
I mean, it's like the same thing of saying, like, you know, oh, I love outdoors and I love reading. Cool. What's your favorite author? Hey, where's the best place you've ever hiked? You know, what was the best scenery that you ever saw?
Absolutely.
Did you get a picture of it? Can I see it? You know, if you're not just verbally regurgitating the same old dating profile, what is the actual interest?
Because you know, I look at it and they're like, cool. And if I know the artist or know the author, I'll be like, hey, which book in the series did you like? Which series did you like the most? Because you can tell bits and pieces about them through that. Because the writing style changes, the themes changes, the story of it's all like dark romance, smut, history, any kind of book you can like summarize into like certain things. Fuck you. First off, fuck you.
You made me
having the conversation. I didn't make you hear shit. You walked the fuck away in the middle of that conversation when we were talking about like Bubba, like saying, "Oh, he wants to do this for this," and show him the poster. Like, no. And I had Shalana. She's like, "What?" She's like, "You don't want to see it, so nope, you got to see it now too." She saw it. She's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I was like, "What's Zayden's nickname?" Blah blah in the book. And you came back right when she said, "Oh,
this is
hello,
me
Daddy."
Putting my headset back on.
All perky, and you're like, "What the fuck did I come back to?"
Like it was less than like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and it went from talking about books, and then I put my headset back on, Shadow Daddy, and I was like, "What the fuck did I miss in that little increment there?"
Like Imperium, one of the I can't remember the name of the series right now. I can't think about it, but that series, like that guy. Good antagonist / protagonist built up.
Getting
distracted.
About
fucking men. But again, it's one of those things of like, if I know the author, I can pull out something and have a conversation with it and then go in depth.
Yeah,
real communication, because people don't understand just because you talk doesn't mean you're communicating. There's difference.
Waiting for your turn to talk does not necessarily mean you're having a discussion.
Absolutely not. And yeah, I do wait because I have patience. I have a lot of patience, right? Maybe too much patience, but still, it's we go through that, and then after that, it's like cool. I say, this is someone I can sit down and talk with, and I'm not fucking stressed out. I'm not paranoid of anything else. And they didn't bring up their goddamn ex. That's the moment I hear them
That's it
say
right
something
there, right?
about their fucking
That's
ex.
one.
I look at it, and I'm just like, you know what, bitch? I just met you last week. I don't know shit about your past yet, and you bringing up your ex. So there's a red flag there. Cool. You're cute, but I
How
don't
many red
know if it's
flags?
gonna be long.
How many red flags does it take you?
We're not talking about that right now. We're probably gonna get there in a second.
I think we're having a discussion on relationships.
Yeah,
here,
we
but
are.
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Panda. I already wrote it down.
We're gonna get to that. But yeah, but as long as there's no red flag like that, it's fine. And then also, I always ask, like, do you have children? It's a precursor. If they do, it's like cool. It's like if it goes well, like say 3 months, something like that down the road, it's like cool. I would like to meet your children like in a public setting.
Of course.
In like 6 months. And like they're like, well, I wanted to introduce you sooner. It's like, no. So why?
No, as a friend. Even
like,
then, as a friend, in my opinion.
I wouldn't want to do that. I said, why? It's because I don't want them to get attached or me to get attached in case this does not go well first. I want to make sure we are going to be good.
100.
We're just going to make sure that it's all completely copacetic. There's no problems with that. And then two, like after that, if they do have children, it's like cool. Like no probing, but I just want to ask, like, is their father actually in their life? That's it. Don't want to know if it's good or bad relationship because that's not my place to know.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, he is. He's a good, and they say he's a good dad, or no. It's like cool. I say, all right, dude, that's enough. We're done with that. I just need to know that, and we're good now. So I know, like, if this keeps going forward, I know what I'm getting into.
What do you
expect?
What you expect?
Dad's boundaries is a big thing, and
absolutely because eventually, like, if it goes to like a year or something like that, I want to sit down with him and say, hey, dude, I'm not trying to replace you. I care. I just don't want you to ever think I'm trying to overshadow you, push you out. Just let you know that. So hopefully I can get your number out of this conversation so we can plan something together too with them. Like, things I think about.
You're better
like that. And then, usually that goes over really well because they're like respectful, not crossing boundaries. And he's like, he gives a fuck about my kids kind of thing,
Yeah. Especially that other part, like if his part is cordial as well, it makes everything a lot better.
Most of them aren't really. There's not gonna lie.
In a lot of the lines, it's that dramistic, each parent is talking shit on the other while the other one is away, or other has custody. It's fucking baffling. I'm like, ugh.
But it goes to that. But other than that, like, if they don't have kids, it's like cool. Maybe work out right. And I'll ask one question about their family and see how they answer it. Because there's high energy, like excitedness. I did a cool, good family upbringing, maybe some shitty stuff that they don't want to talk about yet. Or if it's just straight shit talking, I'm like, you have problems you haven't solved yet.
Yep.
Simple things like that. And usually, especially when it's a woman, I ask how the relationship is with her mom in like 4 months. Like if I haven't seen her already.
Okay.
And then, look at it from there. And then at that 3 to 4 month window, I gauge it because I tell them, so look, I'm not your boss. I don't control you. Things like that. It's like, look, because they ask me like openly to communicate. It's like, hey, I'm going here, blah, blah. Do you want to come? Or, hey, does it upset you? Does it upset you that I'm going here? If it's going out, just going to their friends or just anything like contributing or anything like that, it's like, no, go ahead, live your life. Like, it's like, if you want me to come, I'm more than willing to come. I just got to reschedule some stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it. But like, I can't do last second. I don't do that last second shit because the moment they start like expecting me to do last second things, especially with what I'm doing, like I said, podcast editing, streaming, talking to people, networking, all this other stuff, trying to go for sponsorship stuff like that. Like it's I can't do last second because again, priority here, relationship would be really nice, really fucking nice to have somebody to share with and stuff like that, and go through this and go back and forth and just not talk about work stuff. It'd be fucking fantastic and talk about real life and just somebody cares about me. Cool.
Oh,
great. But it's one of those things of I need them to understand that. And I tell them up front, so look, I am very busy. I try to schedule everything. And if there's something you want to do, if it's last second, I most likely won't be able to make it. I can try if I can work things out. But I can't do it because again, I'm trying to build this up.
Understandable.
And most time they understand. One time they have not. And they're like, "Oh, are you not doing anything this weekend?" Blah 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 blah. I was like, "Well, I'm doing something Saturday." It's like, "Okay, cool. What about Sunday?" "I'm doing something Sunday." It's like, "Well, when are you free?" Like, "I'm free." I looked at my schedule. Like, I got next month on the 13th. And I'm like, "What?" So, yeah. So unless it's like something really short, you can guarantee I will be able to get back home at this certain time. Then I'm busy. Like most of the time, you don't know how long you're gonna be out and stuff like that. I have to know, and if not, then we need to schedule it out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're like, "Well, that's just ridiculous. You should have more fun." So I am having fun with this. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this. So like, yeah,
it's not just a job for you. You actually enjoy this.
Oh yeah, and once they just looked at it, it's like, "Well, you'll never get laid that way." It's like, "Yeah, cool. I don't give a shit." So when he's like, "Look, I've lived a life. I've had sex with a lot of women. I've done a lot of fucking things."
We already did this game, sweetheart.
Right. Yeah, it's like I'm looking at it, I'm 35, turning 36. So really, like, and I've traveled the fucking world. So
you done.
What is this one thing? And then it goes to this, like, say, what can you provide me that I can't get an app on my phone and provide me the way you just asked that question? It's like, what? It's like, yeah, what can you provide me? And they went to, well, I have the capability to fucking have sex with you. It's like, cool. That's dope. Sex is dope.
Pocket pussy.
I like, yeah. Well, now use pocket pussy, but whatever.
Doesn't even talk back.
Obeys.
I will sit down and talk to you. Say, a lot of people talk to me all the time. So again, what are you providing? It's like, and then she went to the future faster. It's like, I can clean, I can cook, I can clean,
I can do all that.
And she said, I can bear children. So that's like, cool. That's fantastic. So yeah. Again, what of that is appealing to me that is a want/need that I will need. So I can cook, clean myself, which I do all the time anyways. So they tell you, sweetheart, I can't have fucking children. Next.
Right.
Then what's else? She's like, well, what do you want? So I want something to provide me peace, enjoyment, excitement, and just real care, genuine fucking care. And then she's like, oh yeah, I can provide peace. Like, not the way you just answered that question. If that wasn't one of the first top threes, then you weren't worried about
at all whatsoever.
They don't even realize how they answered the first question. I already answered your next 2-3 questions, basically. You know.
Oh, absolutely. And I look at it, like, cool. So just like, you know, you're a selfish bitch, and I'm saying that way. And they're like, and she lost her shit. And I was like, look, I might have rage baited a little bit because I was like, all right, cool. Sorry, wasting my time. I need some entertainment. Now I just gotta push the fucking button. And she just went off the deep end. Her friend, who's how we met, messaged me. She's like, I can't believe you called us. I was like, well, I did, and you should know how your friend is. She's like, kind of knew. I was like, yeah. So are you surprised I said that? She's like, actually, I was surprised you were so nice about it. It's like, yeah, I don't really feel like destroying them, but you know, it's just like Jade should know. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And so
immediate bail is mentions X.
No, yeah, mentions X. They are self-centered, 100% self-centered.
So yeah,
and I don't mean like taking care of themselves kind of thing. Everybody thinks like when you're trying to actually fix yourself, going through shit and like going through life and making sure you're good, that's being selfish because they cut their time. It's like, no,
someone else's fault or
someone else's fault. No respecting of anything I'm doing is also another thing. And then also I started doing this lately, and Crow kind of made me think of this. So the youngins like kind of have a council of people for certain things, especially like if you don't see things because you're so enamored and you're just like, I'm in this shit and like fucking full-fledged, like, you know, feel like
a different perspective.
Yeah, I need it. And it's not just one person, other's perspective. It's several different perspectives.
And I'm just like,
I'm just there.
This feels great.
Yeah,
I'm here now. And then you need that fucking. Again, we just go back to brotherhood. Like, somebody talk me down this cliff because I'm about to jump again.
I'm about to go.
And because like most of the women who approach me or want to be with me or deal with me at all are younger than me, I always go to a younger woman who actually has a lot more maturity in certain standpoints or in successful relationships. It's like, does this sound right to you? And they're like, yo, bro, who the fuck's this hoe? I was like, what? He was like, what? She didn't say anything hoe. She's like, no. Look at this right here.
Used up line having ass bitch.
And it may be something you missed, right? It may be something you know.
It is, because guess what? No matter how much I try to think about, no matter how much time I try to expect and prepare and how paranoid I am at times, you miss so many things when it's close to you.
Yeah.
So like it's like that. Like Crow sits down with me and we talk about it every once in a while. Then fucking, you know, I don't talk to Jimmy about this shit because he just makes a joke out of it. unless I'm going through something really difficult, he's gonna make a joke out of it. So I was like, cool. And then, like, you know, I go with TT sometimes and say, hey, I just need you. She said, why? Because you're a bitch. So I need you to answer this for me. She's like, what? I was like, that's what you come to me for? I was like, yeah, I don't come to you for nice shit. She was like,
yeah. I was like, who the fuck do you think you are?
No?
I was like, and we go through it. And she's like, I don't like it. I was like, okay, why? I said, I can't tell you. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I can't tell you. So why? So I don't like it. So yeah. But so yeah. She said, I want you to be careful. I said, said, because why? She's like, I know how you care. I said, She's like, you just please be very careful, because I know no matter what I say, so yeah, you're a stubborn piece of shit. So that's true. Saying you're gonna do it anyways, but I want you to be fucking careful.
At least you know.
Oh yeah, she definitely knows. She knows me too well sometimes, because I was about to say something one day and she fucking just like says it first, like, yo, fuck you.
All right. But on that note, I'm gonna take a smoke break real quick.
Go ahead, brother. Let Panda ask me some questions now.
Man.
Go ahead, Panda. Answer it, man, buddy.
I mean, it hasn't been. I've had my fear of you know, before my marriage, you know, and stuff. I got like, you know, I've had my prerequisites of red flags. If you can't check or if you have this or this, like kind of like how you were saying, it takes. For me, I'm not that patient, man. You give me one. I don't give a fuck. It's the most dumbest, right? But I'm at the point where, you know, I'm not a teenager. Like, I want to have a conversation too, and sometimes we can play around and have fun and banter and say some dumb shit, but at points where, you know, it's time to have a conversation, and maybe I want your feedback, your complete full acknowledgement of your feedback. I want that. And if you can't even provide, and if you can't go into that and expressing that of whatever topic we're speaking about, that's the red flag for me. I can't go on for months and it's gonna be like that, where I gotta, you know, I'm not always have my space with my friends where I'm gonna have that conversation with them, but like, hey, I'm devoting my time with you, so you're gonna have to give me something that is a part of me. I used to be where, like, if I had my priorities, I would diminish those priorities for somebody I may like or not, right? So I've learned that the hard way, to where I'm like, okay, no, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. Now I don't really have to worry about it, right? Because I got a good structure behind me. But for you, do you ever see yourself? Do you think you will? Do you think you'll ever be married again, man? Do you ever think you'll find somebody? Do you think you sign that dotted line again? Do you think that's a possibility in your future?
For me, I want that. I really want it.
Yeah.
Because when I'm in a relationship, a relationship, for me, it's peace. It's great. Yeah. It's worth it. But from the way it's going now, man, like how I've been like dating around.
Today's fucked. Today's age is fucked, right?
Dating nowadays is fucking hard. And I don't mean like, you know, everybody's like, oh, it's always going to be difficult. No. Because everybody's now, it's not the bond, it's not the courting, it's not going toward marriage. It's like, oh, I'm bored, and this guy entertains me and stuff like that, or this girl entertains me, or like sex is great, or, you know, I just want somebody to go hang out with and chill with and stuff like that. Like, look, man, like, I want someone to be a real fucking partner.
Exactly.
Like, and when I'm dating, it's like leading up to, hey, bits and pieces here and there. We build it up, foundation, everything like that. We can figure out the lines. We can jab. I like to jab and dodge all the time, like here and there, and to figure out, is this okay or not okay? And even though I have conversations about it, they say, I'm completely fine with that. You still test it. Test it a little bit, you know? And for me, like, the way it's going right now, if this continues how it is and like no woman actually enamors me or anything like that fully again, I can see myself single for a long time, and that's fine. And I mean, everybody thinks like, oh yeah, you're single, means you can do what you want. It's like, I know I can do what I want. I can always do what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I want someone to be a partner and be a part of my life. That's what I want to share that
shit with.
The problem I have with today, right? And I'm glad I'm not in that scene, because if I was in that scene, I probably would be in the same boat where, like, I may never probably get married, and I probably won't ever have that. And I'm also on that same boat where, like, I'll be completely fine. That's completely cool with me. I already love my solitude. So, but the thing that bothers me and irks me a lot in today's, and I see because I have single friends. My best friend is single actually right now, and he's going through this. He's 3 years younger than me. We were together since he was 19 and I was 22, right? So we've gone through experiences. What bothers me in today's age is when women says, I want the chivalry to be here, right? I want that.
Well, here's
right?
the thing, you can't do that anymore. anymore.
You can't.
You can't be chivalrous
fucking
anymore.
do that.
The moment you fucking show like being somewhat, even having fucking basic ass manners, man, they look at you like you're a fucking problem. Or
You're a twerp,
fucking
man.
You're manipulating them. You're a simp. Things like that. Like
That's the biggest one.
I was talking to
one.
Storm last night. She's like, "This is why people think you're a simp." I said, "Why?" I said, "Because you always say ma'am and things like that to me and everything like that." It's like, because I show you respect.
That's
because
respect.
I show manners. Because I'm courteous.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's like, that's fucking crazy.
You fucking weird ass little.
I was talking.
Yuppies.
I was playing
like,
games. I was playing Modern Warfare 3 in the public lobby with one of my other friends, and I was just talking to her like casual and not flirting into that. And they're like, "You're just a simp for a man." It's like, okay, I don't give a shit what you guys say because nobody affects me. Nobody's words affect me.
No,
unless they actually mean something to me. And then she messaged me, "Are you okay?" I said, "I'm fine." She's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, it doesn't matter." Why? I say, people's unchecked egos bother me. So, yeah, but the moment you have to fucking go over here and attack me and try to do something simple like that, some bare minimum shit, that tells me they don't have a thought process that actually worth a fuck for me. Yeah. And then somebody else started.
We did that, multiple times with like I think it was like 3 different other people. Like, okay, come have a conversation with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then bail.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no,
they're
not ready for it.
Just don't do it.
Or they don't.
Like, and then I look at it too. It's like, look, I also was raised up in a very rural area. Everybody, respect was the most important thing. Respect, honesty was the most important thing. So if any woman, no matter how young they are, how old they are, it's ma'am.
Well, especially in the South. Over here in Chicago, we're all fucking pricks and fucking disrespectful and shit. So you don't see none of that.
Northern fucking state.
Yeah, you don't see none of that. I'm glad I was able to be down there for a little bit because everybody, you go to a gas station in Louisiana, they'll be like, "What's going on, sugar? How you doing? How you doing?" Like just the most.
Hey
like,
baby, hey baby, how you doing?
You went into a gas station here, man. What the fuck you want, bro? Yeah, that's how you receive it. I'm leaving this motherfucker, but it's everywhere here, man. It's everywhere.
Yeah. And like for me, like I've once, I think I can't remember what it was. I was walking through public with one of my friends, and he was like trying to hit on this girl, and I was looking, I was like, cool, whatever. I was like, hey ma'am, I just want to let you know you look really gorgeous today. I hope you have a great day, and walk off. And she's like, are you single? I was like, yes ma'am, I am, but I'm not interested. Thank you very much. And I kept walking, and he comes to me, he's like, how the fuck did you do that? I was like, I'm just being use manners, be courteous, and keep going. So y'all were in the way. I said, I hope you have a good day. I let her know she looked really lovely. And I said, I hope you have a good day. And I left. That's it. So why? It's like most women want to chase too. It's like they want to be treated like they are worth more than like, yeah, yo, bitch, you look high as fuck in that dress. They don't want that shit. Like shit like that. Like, yeah, like I'm looking, it's like, look, that right there is like, look, that's just childish mentality for me. Like I will treat everyone with respect until they show me they aren't worth it. It doesn't mean what they do to everybody else is what they show me.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of the even women our age now that I've met, like they're so stuck in this high school mentality of their wonder years of like when they start trying to date again.
A few of those.
Like, bitch, you ain't a fucking like filleted steak. You looking like an Arby's fucking sandwich. Like, Jill, like I understand you should be treasured, but you're thinking like I want him to make like 7 figures.
Bro, the most unrealistic things when they ask a
like
woman,
bitch has one eye floating off into fucking space.
I want a
doesn't
guy
have
that
any kind of education, cannot recite even like the Star Spangled Banner. Like
I want a guy that makes 6 figures. I want a guy that's 6'4". I want a guy that doesn't have kids. I want a guy that has a steady job, that has a business, that has multiple businesses, that's an entrepreneur. I'm like, you realize you are mentioning the absolute 1% of the men in this world.
No. That's actually like because if you look at those ones like that, it's top 10%, and then you break it down to which ones are single.
Exactly. Oh, and that's yeah.
Smaller,
because they're already smart and they're done. They don't need you. They don't need you anymore.
And those guys, they're not gonna fuck around. They're not gonna fuck around. They're gonna be like, yo, this is you coming to me, to my life. This is how I operate. So if you can't get with that memo,
to be at this level before you even get to know who I am.
Immediately.
And then they look at it, they say, well, and then look at them like some of the women, I'm going to say like this, some of y'all aren't that attractive, then you want that. So what else is it you can provide?
But
I'm saying like that because
I'm like, say making a steady good upper, like, 5 figures, and I'll still date a fucking McDonald's
Somebody that
employee
works at Church's
if she has
Chicken.
Absolutely.
work.
Easy.
But women won't.
Easy.
In most occasions, women will not do that.
Never.
They're only looking upgrade. Like that. I don't care about upgrade. I care about you. If I'm interested in you, that's who the fuck I'm talking to. I'm not talking about anyone else right now. You.
And that's one of those things that everybody looks at me like, why do you date women that are usually like foreign and things like that? Is it, do you see how they treat people?
And you've been around the world. You've seen it. I've been around the world. I've seen it. This country is a toxic. This shit is a slime ball. When you go to places like Thailand, you go to places like fucking Korea, where they're actually raised with their fucking dads, and they're taught traditional, bro. Thailand, bro. In Thailand, if you start or have like a relationship with a girl or whatever the case may be, and the girl like cooks you food and you don't take the food or you don't eat it, they look at that as a fucking insult. They see that as an Right here, motherfuckers don't even cook here nowadays. Like, what are you doing?
Saying, man.
Yeah, you ever met a bitch that cookie sandwich? Like, you didn't cook anything. You put bread and a fucking slab of meat with some cheese, and like you opened a pack of Doritos. What the fuck you mean cook?
If I didn't have my family and I was completely alone, I would, and having the income that I have, best believe, this country, I would not be living here. I wouldn't be living here. I'd either travel and live in a different country every once a year.
I have at least 7 more years until I can, go wandering around a little bit more.
So for me, like, because Bubba pointed this out to me, because I don't think of like this.
I still want to open a business down there in Thailand, though.
I know.
That'll be dope.
But you go to like a McDonald's or something like that, and like I think it was like Puerto Rico is one of the Latin countries, and you see a woman that's literally like a 9 out of 10 on objective beauty look, everything like that, completely kind, completely able to have communication, conversations, everything like that, and she doesn't think she's like top of the world. She's like, I'm who I am. I don't believe everything should be given to me. And I look at it like, yo, marry me tomorrow.
Today.
Today. No, we got to get to the court legal process
today.
Tomorrow. Today? You're like,
today?
It's just like that. It's like, why? Is it because that's not taught here anymore? It's just to be yourself and have enjoyment yourself. Not just like, oh, I'm waiting on the right guy, the right woman, and everything like that. It's like, there is no right one. Like, it's you learn who they are, you build together.
Enjoy yourself, huh, Terry?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, most of the time, yeah, I know where you're going with that one. Fuck off. Anyways,
wait.
Jab me a second. But let me finish the sentence.
I've seen a couple jabs in here already.
You know what? Actually, fuck up, Crow. Say it. Say what you gotta say. Say it.
So they should be enjoying and, loving themselves, right?
Yep. I know where this is going.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you do that to yourself?
Like I said, I hold myself to different standards all the time.
Self-evaluation is only, as far as where you're throwing the totem pole of finding a person.
Yeah, but again, like I said earlier, I know you were hearing. Like I don't see it. I can't see it for myself.
That's because you don't look in the mirror.
I do look in the mirror all the fucking time. You know what I look at?
Yeah, you like that shit?
Fucking. I hate myself.
Yeah, I know you hate that shit. So
I hate myself so much, and it's one of those things. Everybody's like, well, you're a better person now, and everything. It's not good enough to me.
No, I'm fucking not. That person's still there.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
But it's like I go for progress every fucking aspect of everything for myself, and everybody just like, well, you should take a break on this. I do take breaks, but it's the way I take breaks.
We made like 7 different songs.
We made 7 different
while
songs.
We were taking
I've written 15 fucking chapters.
Which, by the way, Panda, great song you got there now for your little opening thing.
Fucking love it, man. Hey, man. Hey, I was good with the first one. He came out. He gave me a second one, and then now he hit me up with the third one over the weekend. And they're fucking fire. They're all fire as hell.
Like I said, man. Look, I listened to him like I was in the shower. I was like, cool. I was like, you know what? He likes being a heel more than anything else. They have more fun.
God, I love it, man.
So why don't? And for anybody to know, heel is the bad guy in wrestling.
Yeah,
right. But he likes the Eddie Guerrero style heels, the MJF style heels, those kind of heels, or even the Randy Orton style heels. You don't
know if he's going to be good or bad the whole fucking time.
I loved it, man. I love it.
Yeah, but it's like you expect him like everybody loves him because he's enjoyable, he's high energy, and then here's the thing about it. They expect him to do something wrong, and when he doesn't, they're like, what the fuck happened? And then they see it happen out of nowhere. Like, the Eddie Guerrero chair shot on the ground, throw it at him, fall down, and like point out, he hit me. He hit me. He hit me. You win.
I love that shit, bro. Jabbing and jabbing. That's my favorite type of acting. Eddie Guerrero is my not to get really in depth with wrestling, but Eddie Guerrero is my Mount Rushmore. He is Mount Rushmore. Yeah. Mount Rushmore of wrestlers and Mount Rushmore, obviously, of heels. He was one of I captivate a lot from him because he was one that he could be in the mix of being a heel. He can add a little bit of that comedic side and still garner the thrill. When you're the villain and people are still behind you and you're the villain, you're doing something right. So I gather a lot of that shit. I love a lot of people. Since I've started streaming, a lot of people have tried to get under my skin or think that I won't say anything back or think.
Oh, I got under your skin a lot.
Yeah, but
you got on my skin too. I fucking hated you the first 2 months. I hated you.
You
keep coming back. It's like, I'm just gonna shit on this guy. It's like, no, I'm not gonna shit on this guy. I'm gonna keep talking to him. Then I got to fucking know him. I'm like, fuck, did I just do the Goku thing of like make the person I hate my fucking friend?
Vegeta Goku, yeah.
Fuck.
No, I love that shit, man. And yeah, for those that don't know, Raider did not like me in the beginning, but it's not just a Raider thing. A lot of people don't like me. I've been, which I don't give a fuck about. Like if you like me or not, right? But
one of my younger brother kind of people's.
The thing about me is, hate me, love me, you could do whatever you want. But if you say that you don't like me, but you haven't even said a word to me or had a conversation with me, I had so many people come up to me and be like, "Oh, wait, you I guess you're kind of cool, right? This isn't that." And I think with the me and Raider thing at the beginning, when he actually gave me, because he wanted to know, like, oh, what are you gonna provide? What can you give me? Like, what is this? Like, it's not just a nonchalant thing where you think you think you deserve a spot or this and that. I'm like, in reality, I'm like, I can speak about almost anything. I'm really open. I'm me at like 80% on stream, and the other 20 I can't because of TOS, and Raider knows that, right? Because I can really get down to earth. All my friends, I have this very dark humor.
Like 80 of them ADA bitches, like fucking.
It is severely bad.
Of them constantly
it is severely bad.
Splattering against the wall.
Look.
Silence is uncomfortable.
Because like he met me through a mutual person that we used to stream with and everything like that. And he's like, oh, you do podcasts? And the first thing he said, it wasn't like, yo, what's up? It's like, yo, I'm gonna be on your podcast. I was like, and in my head, like, this pretentious, egotistical piece of shit. And I'm sitting here with Savage
right here. I'm talking
and Juju,
to you, asshole.
And it's like, did he just say that? And they just like didn't say a word. Like, oh, nope, nobody said a fucking thing. Like,
God,
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
I remember
and I'm just
that.
Like, losing my fucking shit. And I'm just like, and then all of a sudden, and I was like, why? Why would I ever want you? He's like, well, I have stuff to say. He's like, all right, say it then. Well, what? Say it. And he's like, I'm in the middle of the game. Like, no, you say you got a lot to say. Say it. I'm here. I got time. I got fucking time. And I kept coming back over and over again. And then we got in VC. Then we started playing games together. Then we started to get to know each other. And he's just like, yeah, I just thought you were an asshole. I was like, I mean, I am. That's true. And then, and I find out, like, blah, blah. I found out he was an Army vet. I was like, cool. Started talking about that a little bit. Talking about family and stuff like that. Met the Miss Panda side, and then saw the kiddos and everything like that, and then it's all going back and forth about things. We started working on shit together, and then it came down to like,
well, it's not. It was the thing about it. It wasn't crazy to me. I'm already used to. You got to understand, when I'm like, in the military, even in the Army, they would say that I'm this egotistical motherfucker.
About how we first met too, right?
How'd y'all guys meet? How'd you guys meet?
Bubba.
Really? Didn't know that.
Bubba threw his ass into a discussion that I was having with one of the youngins that come around and asked for advice and was going through a really rough time at the time. And it was an important fucking conversation. And Bubba threw his ass in there for the first time ever meeting me. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Where the fuck are you people coming from? And like,
I was like, all right, cool. Have a good night. And I left. That's it.
Yeah, right, that was it. We didn't talk for like 2 weeks. And then I was like, all right. Who are you? What's up?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, but I was like, dude, I got told to come here. He's like, oh, like, yeah,
Bubba
I didn't
set
take
you
any
up.
kind of way. I didn't take any kind of way. Like I don't care if somebody yells at me or anything like that. I was like, all right, cool. I came here, do that, cool. I'll leave.
Because
I'll go do
it
something
was the
else. Not a big deal.
7th interruption. You know, this girl fucking not in a good mental state, trying to talk to, and another person coming in.
What's going on in
And
here?
I was like, I get it too. That's why, like now, like you said, workroom, everything that has it's a lock now, and so they were
Yeah.
like,
I've seen.
they're like, can I come in? I was like, let me finish this, and I can drag you in. And then finish what we're doing
Well,
with,
like
then drag
you
him
see
in.
the difference in that is, you know, over in mine, I always leave it open for the specific reason because I am always open. I'm gonna respond to you like that if I'm talking about something and you try and interrupt it, but otherwise,
Yeah,
you know,
it just drove me insane. It's like, how come the young ones are more courteous than everyone else? It pissed me off. That's why I was like, no, I'm just locking it.
what?
And
Same
I
with
never
mine.
meant to like make it. I guess I did make it seem like it was like a
No, that's just his mind.
No.
Don't you apologize to
I
him.
don't apologize to me, motherfucker. Not on that shit.
no. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
We're
not.
already past
that's
that.
I'm
his-
not
We're past
apologizing
that.
for shit. I'm not apologizing for shit. I make it's just it's not a it was a 20-year thing, right? We're like, yo, I have an ego. I can have an ego, right? Yeah, of course.
We
But
all have egos.
all have
exactly right.
If you're not
And
a
I'm
man
not
if
saying
you
for
don't have
Raider because
any kind of ego.
not the Raider part. I'm not speaking for the Raider part. When we first met, I was speaking for like
Yeah, fuck that
experience.
guy.
Yeah, fuck Raider.
Absolutely. I tell people that all the time.
But he also is understanding. He doesn't take anything personal. I don't take anything personal unless, you know, it's something like, actually, I can't really take anything personal, especially doing
Raider
stuff on
doesn't take anything personal, huh?
well, I'm not
You know
saying he
me
don't
long
take
enough. You know me
anything.
for a year, so you know better than that one.
Little things, man. Little things. I said when every little thing
That
could
a
be a
shortcut?
personal thing,
Fuck.
then there's a problem. I'm not saying you don't take anything personal, but in the same range of where we're at, like you can, if I go live and people are acting stupid in my chat or somebody's and Raider comes in and says, I'm like, Raider, you don't even need to fucking ask me, yo, can I say this real quick? No, fuck, I don't give a fuck. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, I don't care. I don't
It's a
care.
respectful thing. Like, again,
Yeah,
there was that respectful aspect of it.
Me and him talked about that a lot too. Of there's a different presence. Like, so you know, in my server, everything is free game.
Yeah.
You can say whatever the fuck. Like he could have came back at me with that. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Right,
You know,
exactly.
I don't even fucking know you. Like he could have easily done that, and it would have been respected just the same way as leaving. Because you can say and do whatever the fuck you want. You're still held to anything you say, do, or want, though. Like there's a big difference. So when I go from my place over to Raiders, I have a different because that's not my place anymore.
Raider
That's not
does
my
it. Raider
place.
does it with me when he goes into my VCs. He's like, "Oh, there's so much things I want to say right now."
Like, there's so many things I want to say because so many people because they forget. Like just because you're on internet space doesn't mean I won't hold you accountable. I don't care if I know you or not. Because the moment you say something stupid and it's fucking dumb, I mean like fucking super dumb. Like, you know, I'm gonna just kill it kind of thing. I'm like, I brought that one up, but still, like things like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you? And I stopped myself from saying that, and I was like, can I say this, Panda? Because we're in his, and he's like, no, go ahead, bro. And I start going off, and then everyone's like, why are you so mean? I'm not being mean. I'm just asking a fucking question because this fucking shit don't make fucking sense for what you just said a little bit ago, and now you say that dumb shit.
And I allow it because
I hate that shit.
And I always allow it because coming from Raider, I may have maybe of a little, especially in VCs, I may have a little bit more of a caution, right? But
absolutely,
but I also understand. I like to say that me and Raider, when it comes to if you like it, you like it. If you don't, get the fuck out. That I abide by that because
it's pretty simple.
I mean, and it's so simple. It's nothing out of the fuck. It's not even
Like, dude,
complicated, bro. What are we?
And it's even with ours. Like, you know, we did a pretty good cleansing. Every year we like recycle things out that are. You never come in, never talk with anyone, never interact with them. There's some people that always have like a whole family mark of like, you know, they grew up here. If they come through, they come through. If they don't, they don't. You don't always have to be around or make an impression to, you know, stay with us. But when it was just like, oh shit, we got drunk, found that person. They came in there for a little while, never showed back up again. Cool.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. You get burnt.
I
And
used to
then
do
some
that.
people's actions still get
Yeah.
them their shit kicked out, you know?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Like even a more recent standard, I guess, you know, she was in a relation, she's a youngin', she was in a relationship, always come to, you know, the older guys and us for advice, right?
Of course.
You know, and do the best you can. But when you constantly don't listen to that advice, and then you're talking to three people that, you know, really love kids and hold them above, you know, I'd protect a kid over any one of your lives or any,
I
you
expect
know,
that.
even my own, you know, at all. And to come into our place of with, you know, a father that struggled to get his boy, you know, to get a boy, and me with my dumb baggage of, you know, being a single dad throughout my whole life and then losing another kid from someone else's decision and another one in the chat of that can't even have kids. And then to say that in front of three of those people that you constantly come and ask for advice for, that you're willingly drinking babies out of your body because you're too lazy to put a fucking condom on or take some kind of medication to not get pregnant, but you're just straight up drinking it out of your body. That is the most spit in the face that I could ever fucking. And then it's completely surprised when you get fucking booted from any of our lives.
Yeah.
Like the shock of it is, it's. I don't understand that part, but that again goes to your little ego, self-centered, fucking. The world goes around me, not anyone else. Obviously, I'm infallible.
Yeah.
That right there, that situation, I was like, because me and you talked about it afterwards, I was like, why?
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't
what
make
was
sense.
going on at the time when he first came in. Was I was having the conversation with that because I was, you know, I'm very funny. Let's have fun. I'll watch you for a little bit, maybe fuck with you, or you
Yeah.
know, it's always going to be in good fun most of the times. Or if you need advice, we'll shut everyone else's conversation out and we'll talk about it. We'll handle it and then move on and have fun now. You know, but that was very aggravating and disappointing. Disappointing is what I would say.
Maybe more
You
disappointing,
know,
right?
yeah, especially when you hang around a lot of learned people of different backgrounds
Yeah.
for so long and get the best information from all different venues, like, you know, ex-drug addict, fucking, you know, drinker, single dad, dad of 3 kids, fucking major in the Marines. Like, you have such a spectrum of, you know, blue collar worker, works for himself, has his own house, doing his own fucking thing, and takes family first. You have such a wide spectrum of people to gain fucking knowledge from
Hell yeah,
and
bro.
take
Hell
that
yeah.
away. When they constantly give you that, still make the decision to be in the hospital because you drink too much, or killing babies inside you because you just don't want to deal with the consequence of having unprotected sex.
Mm.
And I'm like, brother, no, I'm cutting that shit out.
No, yeah.
We're doing new shit now.
It's
Like
No,
that
yeah.
is a
cancer.
negative. That's a negative, not a positive. I can no longer help you in the way that you need.
Or
You
be
have had enough
associated
of
at
my
that point.
right. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
no, I'm done.
Yeah.
It goes down to like
But that's
how
a
much
different kind of
can you,
relationship.
that's absolutely a different kind of relationship, but it goes down to like also how much do you allow yourself to put up with, and I put up with a lot.
You do
And
put up with a
you
lot.
see
Yeah.
it. You
You do
see
put up
it.
with a lot.
Most people come at me like, you know, like fucking like the Twitch aspects of like Terry the Bully bullshit like that, or the fucking in the
Terry's a
Discord.
bully. I
Like,
don't
yo,
get.
he's
I
a
never
fucking
get. I don't get where the bully
'cause he
aspect
said something
comes
about
from. Like Raider is a bully. Like where is the bully at? I know bullies.
Well,
Where's
here's the
bully
thing
at?
about it. Here's the thing about it. People consider what I do and how I talk as being a bully because they aren't comfortable with it.
Yeah.
They aren't comfortable with somebody that will say what they fucking think or what
that
what
goes
their
back to
processes
ego
are.
too.
It is, and it goes to like they need these regulated safe spaces. I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
They
No, that's
need
true.
that, and I tell everybody I will never curate to a safe space unless someone's going through traumatic things or it's for children. I don't believe safe spaces should be for adults in the first place. For general
Nothing
adults,
is safe.
fuck no. Because guess
Nothing
what?
is safe except for
The
kids.
moment you leave your house, especially if you're in a decent house or like good upbringing of that, when you leave your house, nothing's fucking safe. Ever.
True.
And no matter what, everybody's like, we should treat everybody nicely and treat everybody kind. Guess what? You can't treat everybody fucking like that. There's levels to everything. So you can be courteous and be mannerful, and then react accordingly to what gets brought to you. But other than that, there's no such thing for me as like, yeah, I'm gonna treat everybody good and happy and nice, go happy, go lucky. Fuck that. Won't ever do that. Say what? There's only several things I'll do that with: children and my fucking mama.
Yeah,
I will not cross that lady ever.
Me neither.
All right, to reverb back. Speaking about making things not personal, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the personal pack. Go ahead.
We tried to glass over it so hard and got lost in some thought.
It happens.
So how many red flags does it take to break Ted, Terry?
Yeah, there you go.
So
I still remember Barry.
Don't give me a number over 3. Please don't give me a number over 3.
It's definitely over 3, man.
I gotta take
way
a
over 3.
Way over 3. It's over 10. So for me, it's usually it's not just the red flags; it's the purpose behind certain things.
Can you give 3 examples then? Because you're going generalized.
So no, I'll just
like
the jest. So the jest thing.
3 nails
like,
in the
we're talking, we're going through everything, go on dates, everything like that. She goes out with her friends, not a big deal. I don't give a shit. It's like cool. I was like, cool. I got like me. I had recording going and then stream right after. Like I can't make it, so sorry. But she was only like 25 minutes away.
Right.
Okay. Not far. If you needed me there, I could just fucking Uber there because I was drinking that night. I could Uber there, no problem, you know? And didn't hear from her till the next day. It's like, cool, how's your day? Blah, blah. We need to talk.
Yep, there it is.
I was like, okay, what's wrong? And so I looked through my phone, like, what was going on and see, like, no messages. I didn't send any drunk texts, nothing like that. Cool, we're good on my standpoint. Didn't call her either. Cool. I just text her like at midnight saying, "Hey, I hope you make it home safe."
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I fucked up." I was like, "Okay, how so?" She's like, "Well, I slept with someone." I was like, "Okay, we're not exclusive, so technically that I appreciate your transparency. So I get that. That's fine. I'm good with that. It sucks, but at the same time, we were not exclusive 100%. So it's not that we were building through. So it's all good." So she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh God, it gets worse, didn't it?" She's like, "Yeah." And then she tells me how it got worse. And I was like, "Okay, cool. Well, I don't see this going forward anymore. Friends, sure, but can't do that. I cannot do that." And she's like, understandable. She was not being bitchy. She wasn't being like fucking egotistical about it or victim card. She's like, yeah. And she's like, I really did fucked up. And I was like, okay, I get it. She's like, I really wish I didn't do that. I was like, well, it's fine. And then I asked her, like, can I ask
woulda, coulda, shoulda, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like, can I ask you a basic question? Did you know who they were? And she's like, yes. Were they really good friends? Said, yes. So they always wanted to sleep with you in the first place then. That's all it is. And she's like, yes. And you just had a lack of judgment and low willpower, and that's all it is. So I'm not holding it against you.
What a great friend.
Exactly. And I was like, but honestly, I would definitely look at everything again when you like are feeling better and so that. And I still talk to her today, and like we just talk back and forth about business stuff because she's a great businesswoman. Businesswoman, does great non-charity stuff. And I was like, yo, I hit the fucking jackpot here. Right. Like fucking, she's fucking mannerful. I know. I think you hit me. He's like, shoe drops. It's like, God damn it. Yeah. And everybody was like cheering for this. Was like, this is it. And I was like, yeah, it happens, man.
But that's the fun part about life. You never know what it's going to throw at it.
It's disappointing, but at the same time, it's like, at least I got like really good in-depth conversations with a woman that actually had real goals, achieved goals, and still fucking thriving. So for me, it's a good thing.
As well as that woman that was thriving, you got a intelligent woman that knew she fucked up, told you about it, and understood why you didn't want to proceed any further in it.
Absolutely.
And not be like,
that right there in its own is the minority of women that would probably understand.
Very big minority.
Yeah.
That's like from a true independent woman that doesn't need someone in their lives as well. Just like most men, they don't need you at all. Like, I can cook, I can clean, I can take care of this whole house, which I do every day. I can do everything.
And she's a fucking mama, and she's a mama too, and like full custody, everything like that, taking care of all that shit
That's
while still fucking thriving in the business world. And present with her children too. I was like, how do I keep this? And then it's like, oh, Okay, cool.
But if
It's
you try
whatever.
to, then you be on your own, fucky.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I can't do it. And even though I wouldn't hold it against her, like I didn't hold it against her, I was like, it
So
just
that,
sucks.
even though that's a reference, are there any other things that would like full heart coffin from?
Unnecessary lies.
So how many red flags do you need already beforehand to have
So
when unnecessary lies get added in?
Because they're lies and everything, like you don't know if they're truthful until they come out. You know, so that's one of those overtime kind of things. So like red flags for me, I think unfortunately, I don't know, I'm gonna sound like a fucking dumbass for this, probably like 15 to 20. Because
That
again,
that seems more regular.
Yeah, because for me, it was like, well, you should look. No, so why? Because you never know how people portray themselves. You never know this, that, and third, because they might be different after how they portray themselves, so you get to know them. And I've come to find out, like even the one that, like I said, the best relationship I've ever fucking had, there were tons of red flags, and then got to know her. Because again, outside looking in, you don't know everything's going on until you're actually there. And then I come to find out, and I was like, oh, you're playing fucking dumb. Just so nobody fucking comes to you with certain shit and everything like that. So I get that, but it's a masking thing.
I hate that as, God. But I mean, I know we both do it as well too, to start off with, but
we do.
That's more of a gauging process, haha, look at funny, jingle, 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 while I'm like analyzing to see if like you're a good person or not,
Exactly. Right. But it goes to the standpoint of like, everybody looks at me like, you have high standards on certain things and so you have low standards on other things. And no, I have high standards on all of it. So what? I just don't reveal which ones are which until I need to.
Yeah.
That why? So because if somebody finds out what's really important to you, they'll curate themselves to that.
True.
Always will.
I agree.
And just to be more likable, because unfortunately most people want to be liked, but it's one of those things of I look at it, I say, cool, I'm going to go from this path. And then like Crow, last time we talked about this stuff, he's like, because he goes full out 100%. I go little by little because I am fucked up person. I am a fucked up individual. I have a lot of shit. I'm working through shit. I'm still going to therapy. I'm still doing all this shit. Everything like that, because I need to go through it to get better and work through it. So as one, I don't repeat the fucking cycle. Because I'm not big on repeating everything over and over again, especially when it comes to myself. Like if different relationship it repeats, cool. I understand the signs and I need to distance myself or just not deal with it. But for myself to fucking keep living and be good with myself or one day actually like myself, I need to get through all the shit I've been burying for years.
And that's understandable. You're working on yourself before you involve anybody else in your life, basically.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still involving people in my life. So it's just one of those things because there's no perfect way.
No,
everybody says right time, right place. So there's no such thing as that. It's like
that
somebody
is one
like
of my most biggest pet peeves is hearing the timing's not right.
There's no such thing as good timing.
Timing,
know this from the military, know this for life.
Like,
if it was, guess what? We would all be born separate. We wouldn't be born when we were born. It was perfect timing.
My life where timing was fucking good. So like, shut the fuck up.
Like it goes like to that. Like even like me, I wouldn't have been born if there was going like with perfect timing. Fucking mom's in Germany, dad Germany, stuff like that. They get together, dating, have me. Guess what happened? Split up. Then no, that wouldn't be perfect timing.
Right.
So there's no such thing as perfect timing. So no, it's just about what you make do with, and do you capitalize on it, things like that.
And so when you mentioned 100%, like I think I need to. I'll re-say a little bit more on that. It's not that it's just blind full 100%. You have my 100% until you show me that you're shady or that your words no longer mean truth, that there's underlying pretenses that you're asking for, that, and it goes from 100 to 99 to what, you act so different than when we first started dating. Yeah, your energy gave me that. Like,
do you state that, or do you just when they ask about that? Do you state that though, or do you just say, whatever?
Then it's usually a fucking
yep,
back and forth.
But it starts off calm. It always starts off calm, and then when I have to argue for 3 hours of the same exact subjects going over again, whether you got your full answer or not, then that's different. There's not worth in untruth for me at all. Like, yeah, I might be very way too truthful when you ask for it, but you ask for that truth. You want not lies? Cool. I can easily give that. don't be mad at the lie, or don't be mad at the truth then.
Yeah.
Because if I'm giving you that, I expect the same.
Yeah.
If you
Absolutely.
can't give me that, tell me.
Especially if it's something that you're asking for, right? You're asking for this. You're
Right.
asking for that. So
Like I want 100% on everything, and whether it's good and or bad, like. But cheating is where I draw the line. That's the only way that I will stop giving a shit about you in a relationship I'm 100% in.
Yeah. So with that, like I said, everybody's gonna look at me because I said I can forgive cheating because I never thought there was a reason for it ever until I did it myself.
Stage
Like
5
same
oops
thing with
doodles
same
happens,
thing like when people like unalive themselves. Like I say I never thought there was a reason for that. Tell your coward, tell that, and then guess what happened? Like I'm here now.
yeah.
I'm trying
Look
to
at
suck
me
start a
go.
gun. Yeah, this is not good. So yeah, maybe I need to reevaluate everything I thought about.
Mhm.
But again,
It's a
I
fool's
say
card.
I say
fool's card
I
aspect.
must say I'll say it this way, not meaning in a negative way, but we were groomed to believe one way thing, and it sticks with you for most of your life until you have a reason to change it. So like for me, I never believed in divorce until it was in my fucking face. I was trying to work it out every fucking way possible, therapy, fucking separation, just to fucking say, and it wasn't worth it. So I was like, cool, there is a reason why divorce exists. And now, like today, I have a different way of looking at life overall from when I started to now, and it's a good thing because I tell people all the time, you need to adapt, you need to get better, you need to progress, you need to make sure what's good for you is still going to be good for you. Because sometimes things that are really good for you at the moment, especially controversy, shitty life, low points, isn't good for you when you're back up on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like for me, like the constant drinking, so that like in the past, like I don't drink like that anymore. I refuse to. And if I do get close to that,
But
I'm
that's
usually with
learning that
Crow.
it's detrimental
Right,
to
right.
you. You know what I mean? But you can still now regulate it to a point of where you need to go. Like, you shouldn't be completely shithouse wasted in your server. You should be in mine, where there's safety nets on safety nets of the people that you should be around in the states that you're trying to be all right with.
Yeah,
Because
because
it can be safe. You can go fucking yakking all over yourself for no fucking reason, because there are times where you need to have a crash out. There are times
Yeah.
when
True.
you should no longer be in control. Sorry, I was having
thoughts
a
are
Yeah,
hard.
I seen it. It's going
no,
in and out, in and out.
it wasn't that. It was a deja vu. It was a deja vu. I hate those things. You're like, oh shit, was it a good or bad one? Was it a good or bad one? I can't remember. Fuck, it's been too long.
It happens, man. But I get
I
what you're
often,
saying,
I
man.
often like, I like to say that to not commit the same mistakes, you don't go back into you don't revert back to the bad habits that led you to those mistakes, right? Even if it felt good in the moment, or it was something that you were already accustomed to doing and used to doing, it all 9 times out of 10 the result was always a bad result, right? So you don't go back, you tend not to go back to those bad
Right,
results.
heroin is bad.
Yeah.
Right.
No, man, what the fuck did Drake come into play here?
But it's
Hey,
also, but
I mean, he described a legitimate relationship I had with heroin.
oh damn.
Right.
But going back to what Crow says, yeah, I mean, it is not necessarily. If you were a bad drinker back then, and you drank binge drink, and and it was always something bad, right? That's a bad habit you don't want to go
But it
to
was the
and do it like
medicine
that.
to a problem.
But
It
if
was
you
at
do
the
it
time.
at the time, yeah, of course, 100%. Even for me, y'all are older than me, so y'all are more wiser and have experience. I speak. I always follow anybody that can has something knowledgeable to say to me because they lived through it or have more experience than me. But I also agree with you say, Crow, about sometimes those crash outs, man, are a necessity. I feel like, and when you're around
cathartically
people that are
needed.
going to even in a VC, when you're surrounded around people and you're doing, maybe you can have that drink or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and then crash out, but you're with the people that you're with your people, and they're gonna, stay by your side and either not take care of you, but like let you understand and let you know, like, hey, this is okay.
It's safe to do that.
This is okay right here. Yeah.
As long as shit. Hold on.
You're good. But yeah, it's one of those things that has taken me a really long time to figure out like the gauge of like when I've had enough to get that crash out moment.
Right.
Like, I expected Saturday, not gonna lie.
You
Like,
expect
been
to go
building
that Saturday?
not full out crash out like losing my shit, but just completely like letting go and not being in control.
Okay, all right.
And it's gonna be one of those things because it's again our birthday's Friday. And
Yeah. April 10, baby's up in here.
I'm gonna do stream on Friday because they were like, why don't you drink? You should drink on Friday. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I said I'm gonna focus on this because people said they want to be there for my birthday or whatever. So cool, I'm gonna do that. And then Saturdays, yep, y'all won't see me. So what? Y'all will not fucking see me. I'm gonna go hang out because Bubba's coming here. He'll be here, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. And Thursday we're going out because I want to go out dancing. One of my friends are going with us. We're going out dancing. Do that. Then Saturday he wants to go out to certain bars. It's cool. And I'm probably gonna get shit house. Probably am. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna be one of those things of like, I haven't actually went out to drink in a little over 2 years.
Okay.
And Bubba's.
He is. Big ass 6'7" motherfucker.
Raiders a big boy too, so
I ain't that big. I ain't that big.
Everybody's bigger than me, so it's all
right. Hey, I understand, buddy. Everyone, toss me. Just throw me into the crowd. I'll get it done.
Fastball special.
Goddamn right. And now I use my signature spin move.
Yeah, but getting back to it, yeah, I put up with a lot. I have a lot of patience. It is taken advantage of constantly, yes. But at the same time, I learn.
You learn.
And I still call you out on that too when you take that patience.
Exactly, because for me, I find it worth it. Even though, because my capacity for helping people or for helping people get to that certain point of finding either redemption for themselves or growth is greater than anything else. That's why people look at me like, that's my grandfather right there. Like, so much my grandfather.
Right.
Like, he was a preacher. He fucking led congregation. He was a man. And when I go on my fucking tangents, like Crow sometimes just sits there and has music and I'm going up and down with the music and I'm not hearing the music.
Right.
And he's like, you're over here preaching a sermon over here. I was like, God damn it.
Yep. Granddad was speaking to you there for a second.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things, man. It's just like I've had the patience because again, it goes back to like so many people gave me the time when I truly didn't deserve it. They gave me the patience.
You remember that?
Look back.
You bring that. You bring that everyday life. I feel like, right?
Yeah, and a lot of people, like guys, girls, whatever, they look, and young ones, they look at me all the time like, how are you so patient? I didn't used to be. I was really hair trigger, everything like that. And some things I still am, but I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still knowing that I need to get better at it. Even though I'm doing the best I can, everybody's like, you're doing fucking fantastic. And to me, it's like, not good enough yet.
Not good enough.
There's always underlying issues that will always make it not good enough. You're never at 100%.
But it goes back to the standpoint of those men and women that raised me and guided me through my life, even in the military.
Yeah, military.
Like, they back home, like I said, my granny, my grandpa, my mom, like my friends' dads who stepped up to be father figures for me since I didn't have one actually present. And then my uncle, like he told me, like, sometimes it's best to stop and just work on it and don't overdo yourself. Just stop, work on what you need to work on, and then get moving. And that's what I have most challenging part of myself, is what my uncle told me. And we were out feeding cattle with him doing that. And I was like, I never got it when I was young, but I was like fucking 12 years old.
Right.
I didn't fucking understand this knowledge yet. But they kept dropping tidbits of knowledge. And now that I'm like 35, everything fucking makes so much sense. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, and in my head's like, they said so much other shit. Why the fuck didn't I write this shit down?
No, I feel it 100, man. Because even me at 30, right, I'm still learning. But I see shit when I was 14, 15 that I didn't fucking understand. I couldn't understand. Not at that fucking point in time. I couldn't. And it's like how you see, it's like Tetris at this age, right? As the blocks are coming down, I'm like, oh wait, I could fit this one right. I get it now. I understand. And I'm fully now, I get the whole world. I understand. No, I don't. But at a point where I can assess it and be like, man, that was really necessary in my life at that point in time for me to understand it at this point in time, so I can assess what's going on for me moving on forward, man. That's that I can see it every day, man.
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the adaptivity of, even talking with youngin. Like, a lot of people will tell me, like, you're way too harsh in the way you speak to him, or you're giving him something that he can't understand. That's fine if he doesn't understand it yet, but I'm gonna keep racking it into his brain until he
Exactly.
memorizes it. So when he does need to use it, when he does need to remember it, it's gonna be there.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
like whether it's harsh or not now, I might not always be here. Like that's the frailty of time. Because I wish some of the people that had the most impact in my life had more time to say anything to me, but they chose not to because they were more solemn. And we've talked about that a little bit too, Terry, of, some of the best knowledge that we could have gained were from, more stoic, solemn people that did not say many words. And you
Absolutely.
wish you could have had more time to hear more words.
Yeah.
And with
Yeah.
like the availability now of our knowledge and wisdom that we've gained throughout the life, like you could have told their asses and they would have talked to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
That's
just so imposing.
Yeah.
and that's one thing I always take with grace is like everything I do remember and recall from like my granny who's sitting in the garden or while she's plucking chickens, like cleaning chickens, stuff like that, talking to us and things like that. And then my grandpa as well. And then like, my friend, one of my best friends, Wade, his dad kept dropping little tidbits of knowledge about how to deal with women when we're older.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't understand it at the time. And he's like, you're young. So yeah. And he's like, don't take this as demeaning. So yeah, treat women like a car lot. And he's like, what do you mean? Because he was a car salesman. He is a car salesman still. He owns a car salesman business, everything like that. And he's like, it's fun to nice test drive the nice fast cars, yeah, but you want something that's always going to be reliable. It's always going to be
That's a
there.
good analogy.
That doesn't need
like that.
doesn't need a lot of PM.
I want
a lot
that
of preventive
steel
maintenance.
body, bro.
He said he wants something that I preventive maintenance. But here's things that it only gets better once you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It only does.
Yeah.
And if you don't treat it right, do you think it's going to treat you right later on? That check engine light's going to come on.
It's going to fail on you.
That tire pressure going to go down. You're going to fucking fill the air up.
Transmission is
what are you going to do
up.
with it? Mm-hmm. So it goes to one of those things. You treat it how you want it to be treated, and I try my best as much as possible to treat it like that. Yeah. But I wanted to thank you, Panda. It's supposed to be a 45-minute conversation, 2.5 hours. So
We're here, bro.
Yeah,
I had a blast.
I appreciate you so much, Panda, for coming on. I know I said 45 minutes. Be like, oh, it'll be quick, it's easy.
Hey, listen, I took this day. It didn't matter how long it was gonna take. I gave you my word, and I agreed on something that's a part of you, and I appreciate you having me on here. That's part of you. So however long it was gonna take, man, I'm here for it, bro. You already know.
That's what I appreciate about you, Crow. Appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna say it every time. You said I'm always here if you need me. Yeah. All right. Everybody, thank you very much for joining the Raid podcast. It is a fantastic time. We'll find a way to rename these segments, but we're working at it. But as always, I'm Terry from Join the Raid podcast. Stay dangerous, stay competent, be ready. Reforge what's broken, hold the line, and join the raid.